Oh my god! Shit. No Andor on Wednesday.
Hello there.
Right.
Good evening. Oh wait,
Just
should I do the mic? No.
Oh
What's
yeah,
the
let's
audio
do the
thing I need
mic.
to
So you
do?
go audio, enable open mic for voice chat team, and mute co-broadcasters. You guys heard
that's
about
cool.
these protests happening over in China right now?
I have.
No, I haven't.
So
Oh, do you want to tell the story?
it's all right. I'm sure you know better than I.
Well, my understanding of it was there was a building block in the Uyghur region of China, and a house fire started, and they could not get out of the apartments that were on fire because they were on COVID lockdown and the doors were locked. And at the same time, the firemen couldn't get in to save them because the doors were locked.
There's like 100 people.
And, you know, it's kind of their Grenfell Tower, and people are absolutely outraged that it's still going on this harshly for this long.
5 seconds remaining.
And it's all kicking off.
It's
all kicking off.
It's this kind of thing that triggers a wave of protests. That starts off with something like, it always takes a spark and then it all kicks off.
Spark is a poor choice of imagery.
Oh, you're right.
Really quite poor choice of imagery for this one.
Let's go with it always takes a
10 seconds remaining.
Something shitty to happen.
A match being struck.
No, I'm not going there, Plague. I don't know why you jumped there. You're the one who made that link. I just said spark. I don't know what started the fire. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world was turning.
The world's been turning.
I will say this: the number of COVID deaths they've reported is ridiculous. It's so low. And I mean, all right, they've got 0 COVID, but it fucking started there. There's no way that they had like the 3 deaths or whatever they're reporting. Anyway, the Foxconn factory that makes all the Apple products and everything, huge protest there. Protests all over the country, up to 1,000 people, and they're chanting shit like Xi Jinping needs to go, the Communist Party needs to go. That has not happened. Normally protesters will say things like, they're all like very Father Ted protests, you know, down with this sort of thing and stuff like that. Whereas now they're literally saying the Communist Party needs to fucking go. And that is a big deal, because that normally doesn't happen. And apparently, like, you've got all these young people. Obviously, they have. When we went to China, we were told that if we wanted to chat, we had to install something called WeChat, which is basically the government spyware that acts as like WhatsApp. And apparently, they've had to use code, something to do with moss, as in the stuff that grows on old walls. According to Mrs. F, it's called moss. There's some code words involving moss. Because if they mention protests, of course, the government will find them and crack down on them, quite literally. So they have all kinds of code words and stuff for these protests. It's crazy. I wonder if it might lead to something. I would love it, but I doubt it. It's going to kick off, and then the Chinese government, being as powerful as it is. The thing is, you've got to get, if you're doing any kind of revolution, you've got to have the army and the police on side. If not the police, the army. You've got to have the army on side. And if the army are on side, they either support some arsehole coming in who's super corrupt and is going to give them a bunch of money, or they just all the generals just happen to be big fans of democracy and freedom. That's the problem.
Team ban. Dire team ban.
or you win the hearts of the troops. Because once the troops
Radiant
stop
team ban.
obeying the order to just open fire on regular people, then the generals have even lost them. Then you can actually have a proper rebellion. But you can't have a rebellion without the army. It's impossible. You saw the thing about me not watching anime. What do you mean you saw the thing? What thing?
Dire team ban.
Oh,
Oh, was it in the Scrubcast that we talked about?
it was a Scrubcast comment or something like that.
Yeah, Lewis just mentioned it, and I
How is this such a
felt.
fucking revelation?
Radiant team
Ah, some
ban.
people still don't realise. I'm just, you know, I have tried. Like I said in the vid, my life would be a lot easier if I did like anime. It's not through
True.
lack of trying. I've watched a lot of anime in an attempt to get into it, and it's
10
just
seconds remaining.
fucking dog shit.
5 seconds remaining.
I will say, as someone who hasn't enjoyed anime for a very long time, I've recently been watching one.
Which one?
Actually, it's called Sword Art
Sword
Online.
Art
Online. Yeah.
It's not
Right.
one Ted will enjoy. I'll say that
No,
from
no,
everything I
like-
know about it.
My girlfriend recommended it to me, and it's basically like
Whoa! Whoa! What?
What?
Radiant
Girlfriend?
team
We've been
Did you not know
together
this?
for-
No!
We've been together for like 7 months.
Ooh, you never mentioned that, young Gregory. You never mentioned girlfriend.
What do you think he's been doing in Valorant all fucking day, bro? That's his little e-dates. That's his
why have I
e-dating
ever
game.
played Valorant
10
otherwise?
He said she only downloaded it for his girlfriend. So every
5 seconds
oh,
remaining.
what was it? It was like a few nights ago. He came and said, "Right, lads, I've got to be offline on Steam for these games because I told my girlfriend I'd be doing some work, but I can't be bothered."
Bro, you can't out me.
Yeah, she might be watching. Wait, is Valorant
Yeah.
is Valorant on Steam?
Big Ted in-house stream
No,
fan.
God, no.
So if
No,
you don't have to be
Valorant's not on
offline on Steam.
No, but you know, I don't know. In case she didn't believe that I was going to do
10
work, which is
seconds
very fair
remaining.
to believe.
Because you didn't.
Well, yes, no, exactly.
It's not like it's a paranoid delusion that she would be worried you didn't do work
Yeah,
when
of
you
course
were
not. It's a very
when you didn't do
reasonable
it.
assumption.
Yeah, she's actually right. Yes, it's incredible.
Yeah. Man.
Wow.
But yeah, Sword Art Online's
10
like
seconds remaining.
like everyone's really hyped to play this like kind of Oasis
5
like Ready
seconds
Player One
remaining.
like super realistic art like MMORPG VR thing, and then like the creator of the game does like removes the log out button, so everyone's trapped in the
I
in
see.
the virtual world, and they have to complete the game to. So one person has to complete the game for everyone to be freed, kind of
Oh,
thing.
I see. It's quite a good premise. So
And-
why
and
are the
if you
two
try
main
and-
why are the two main characters children? Is that just the avatars that they chose?
Are they? They're like no, I think
they
well, it's
look
just
like
'cause-
I I'm looking at them right now.
I mean, the main character's called. Wait. Type in season 1.
I'm looking
'cause
Sword
in
Art
season-
Online, and they look like literal children to me.
Yeah,
Just
no.
gonna
Do
show
season
this to
1.
stream. Just this is Sword Art Online. I just typed this in.
Right.
Children, little children.
10
I suppose
seconds
they are a
remaining.
little older here. They might be.
I've
14 or
only seen
15?
season 1.
5
I've only
seconds
seen
remaining.
season 1, and they're like 16 and 17.
Well,
But,
they,
I mean,
they
it's-
may
at the
be
end of the day-
factually 16 or 17, but I'm saying they
I
look
see.
like children, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I see.
What's that? That last insult is
That's
so
just
not
unfair.
required. That's
That's
so not
unfair.
required.
Greg told me he won over his bird after he punched a hole through his wall after losing a particularly nasty game of Bloons Tower Defense 6. She swooned over his raw ape strength combined with his delightfully stylish pedo mustache.
I don't know why.
Oh, what Greg doesn't mention is that the young female protagonist gets trapped by someone trying to brainwash her into being his child bride. Good heavens.
I haven't seen that bit yet.
So I did watch a documentary, a Vice documentary the other day about the amount of child pornography in manga and in hentai and stuff like that coming out of Japan, where it is legal, by the way. And she goes, the journalist goes to see a government worker who says, "Oh yeah, this is all fine, and we'd rather that it was you know, in these manga than anywhere else. And she's like, do you not think that this might encourage it? And they were like, oh no, not at all. And then they actually went and spoke to a pedo who was like, yes, this is the stuff.
They spoke to a pedo.
Yeah, they did. It's pretty. Anyway, watch the documentary. It's really very, very telling.
10
Trying to
seconds.
decide
Website
what Greg is
documentary
eating
on
without telling me. That was
5
something
seconds
out of a
remaining.
packet, obviously a plastic packaging.
Yeah.
Seemed like fairly
You will not guess.
a fairly clunky piece of packaging. What is it? One of those minty Viscount biscuits, the ones wrapped in like green foil.
It is a sweet, not a savoury snack.
A sweet.
Oh, I was also gonna guess savoury. It was Thai sweet chili nuts. That's
Oh.
what I was
Very-
thinking because they have quite firm packaging.
They
you know.
do, but Plague, hear me out. That sounded more like a plastic tray that might
Oh,
be
tray
inside
based.
plastic. Like not like, you know, a tray that divides the treats up individually.
Yeah, I
As
know
if
what
they
you
need
want.
to
Do you
be
want another-
kept.
Yeah, can
Would
we
you
get
like
another
another
demonstration?
That's hefty. That's hefty packaging, I'm telling you. Party rings is a good shout.
I was also going to think about party
Fuck
rings.
off.
I reckon you're a big fan of the party rings, Greg.
I'm really not. Party rings are ass.
A Jammy Dodger?
Team
Jammy Dodger was what I was going to say. Matchmakers is a good shout. A little early. It's still November. Let's calm down.
It's not a biscuit. It's not a biscuit.
Not a biscuit, but comes in that kind of packaging. Some kind of
Could it be like
Turkish delight packaging? Is it Turkish delight?
Is
No.
it something? Is it a brand we would know?
Yeah.
Choose your
Okay.
It's not crisps. It's sweet. It's a sweet.
It's
Wine
sweet,
gums
yeah.
don't come in a packaging like that. Skips are not a sweet. Listen, chat. It's something sweet. All right. It is something sweet. He said it was sweet.
Yeah.
I don't think.
After eight,
I don't think
there
it's
is
after eight.
not a universe
that
in which
would
Greg
be-
eats after eight.
Well, there is, but I'm just saying they come in a very thin piece of paper almost. Like
And individually, really.
It could be yum yums. A yum yum.
It's a raw yam.
A
It's an
raw
out there
yam.
guess. It's an out there guess.
All right, we give up, Gregory. What is it?
It's a pack of tangy wine gums.
Oh, so somebody said wine gums. I'm sure someone said wine gums.
Wine gum, yeah.
Harry
wine
said
gums
wine
are.
gums. They come in
Wine
a
gums
packet
come
like
in.
that.
They come in. It's not got a tray or anything, but it's a pretty thick packet. It makes a big rustle.
Interesting. It sounded like a plastic tray. Tuck biscuits, says Grumpy.
If you
All
can
right,
imagine,
Grumpy, this
'cause-
is why you're on my list, by the way. Because we've said like 18 times now that it's something sweet, and people are still saying Tuck biscuits. What is wrong with you boys? Troll? Troll the Warlord?
Troll Warlord, the hero. Troll has quite a good matchup against Lifestealer, just because he can always like fight him down. You know, once he has a basher, Lifestealer can never confront him or he dies. But on the other hand, Sniper destroys Troll in most games.
And Sniper's fucking busted.
Sniper is pretty fucking busted. on the
Lost
other hand,
with him this morning.
did you actually? That takes some effort.
You were watching the gameplay, I think.
To be fair, no, I mean,
I
you
saw,
can drop
I saw
against
your
it really
puck
well,
game,
The putt game was good. I did quite well in that one.
and then obviously I saw my own brilliant gameplay.
Oh.
Prepare for battle.
So Plague managed to silence Axe. Was it 3 times?
It was only twice. I
was
wish it was
twice.
3 times.
So like he just timed it when he thought Axe was about to blink call, and back to back he gusted as the Axe landed. It was at like no info, blind. It was insane.
Dude, it was literally the greatest thing I've ever done, and I know it's all downhill from here. I'm never replicating that moment.
Look at Myers' starting items. I think this is actually correct. I'm not even kidding. 7 mangoes.
And honestly, the second you get bounty rings, you buy like 4 more. There's no reason to stop.
I'm dying to Django fuck.
Yeah,
30
it's weird.
seconds to battle.
Just offlane butcher. Is that a thing?
I think it is an offlane butcher, mostly because BleakGiant is a POS 3 specialist.
I see. Is it a thing?
Nice
Really?
job,
If it's a
Alistair.
thing,
Do you just
it's-
build it
Zero
like
Slayer
carry
just
push?
resubbed for
I'm pretty sure you just build it like Carry
months.
Pudge. You maybe
It's
include a
coming
blink where you
home.
don't on Carry Pudge, but it's mostly
Yeah.
just gonna say
Oh,
like-
Doom, what are you doing, son? There's a flesh sheet before the clock even starts. Love
Yeah,
to
do
see
love
that.
to see it.
He has bottle queued? Don't tell me that.
Wait, is this is it POS1? No, what the fuck's going on
It's
with
a lifestealer here with
Oh.
a disruptor, and up here it's a troll with, I would presume, a
Yeah.
witch doctor.
No, it's I'm intrigued by Spirit Breaker's core over Dawnbreaker. I mean,
That is intriguing.
I'm down for it, to be honest. I love core Spirit Breaker.
You know what? Oddly enough, I think in this game, it might be handy for controlling the troll. If he can get
Yeah.
farmed, but
Yeah.
the problem is he is playing into a Viper, and if you charge in, you won't get a bash if he gets his Nether Toxin down, because it's a passive, so it's not amazing.
I'm honestly disappointed with the 71 base damage that he seems to have. He's losing the CS war top, which is a bit miserable. But we'll give it a few more waves.
Yeah, but he has a long old swing up, right? It's quite easy
Nice,
to.
Daniel.
For sure.
No, on Zala. On
No, I'm
Zala
watching
Front.
Daniel versus Bleak.
What?
Oh.
How, I didn't realize he didn't get hooked there. How did he end up in that
He walked up
situation?
into a very odd position. He just walked up.
He doesn't have a ward. No, he has a ward.
No, so if you look at the steps, he walked
Yeah.
up to the right where the little face of Pyrion is. He just walked up next to it
Yeah.
for like no
Right.
reason.
Interesting.
Okay. Was he trying to click a creep or something, and just
No,
missed
I
and
was
didn't
watching it and
react?
thought there was a clever play that I was missing, and then no, he just
I
sort
see.
of did it.
Yeah, I mean,
So
So this game, he should be queuing up a Midas right now, right? Like,
Which
eventually,
Midas?
Viper Undying is going to be
Oh.
so
Oh.
brutally miserable that
Right.
you have to go Midas just to cheer yourself up.
yeah, You know-
Pretending that you're going to be able to build an armlet in any kind of reasonable time, it ain't gonna happen.
so the reason the Pudge turned back there is because he doesn't have any levels in Flesh Heat yet, and that's kind of what he needs, I think. Because Sniper hits for a very little amount. So if he has Flesh Heat, he basically doesn't take any damage from this hero.
your mate's gonna die to top. Actually, no, he's not.
What?
Which
says
Doctors
Myers.
had to run all the way back to
Myers'
base.
issue.
So top
Who's
lane's
Myers
suddenly
is
gone
Myers is
crap.
playing Undying. He's used all his mangoes and has achieved nothing.
That's.
Is he
I've
shipping
never
more
seen
out?
someone shift through this many mangoes this quickly
And do
for
nothing.
no kills.
But it's because he's just harassing the lifestealer under tower.
Yeah, but the lifesteal is fine.
Yeah, no.
He's
well,
just
exactly,
doing
like,
that and then
there's-
walking
there's
away.
nowhere worse to do it than when they're just under tower. It's a bit, I don't know.
It's a guide. The problem with the guides is, and this is what I've said for a long time, is that it's all very well having a guide about what item to get, but it doesn't tell you how to use it.
I'm not enjoying top. Who is this Bean? I'd assume
Well, the
Heaven's
Dawnbreaker.
Hell Bean. Yeah.
Heaven's Hell Bean, yeah.
He's just like he's just sort of sat in the bushes over here, never even touching this troll warlord.
You mean
for-
it's
for
the
longest
proper
time.
has style
I
possible?
was
Yeah,
gonna say
it's been
has.
super
I was
has style.
gonna
He
say
only
has.
he only does something when Zalpa gets like below 3rd HP, which is like obviously when he can't do anything.
I think he is like genuinely worried about this Witch Doctor against 2 meta heroes
Yeah.
thing. But at the same
Yeah.
time, you gotta against troll, you gotta
That's
be
right,
with your
he's-
lad in lane because you're playing as a range hero realistically.
I mean, yeah, and look, he's just dead now.
Boop. Oh, one more. Get it on troll. Troll, why are you not just hitting
What
it?
is the?
Oh my god.
What am I watching? He actually
Right,
might have
well,
been able to live if he just ran off and TP'd there. It's level 1 Maledict, not doing that much damage. That was so fucking weird.
Sometimes you just see the purple stuff in yourself and you forget that
Yeah.
it's only level 1 and you're just like, I'm purple,
Well,
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Dire's middle
Man,
tower
how
is under
strange.
attack.
So it's a great game.
Sniper out CSing Pudge, by the way.
Yeah, I think that's pretty realistic, right?
I don't
You
know. I
get
guess
you get a fairly high chance of just having plus 80 damage for no reason.
yeah.
Like that's hard to play against. And
He's
then
also-
if you want
he's
to, you
max
can just give it.
headshot, so...
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
but
just
you
give it
don't
100%
CS.
chance.
You don't CS in anticipation of having the extra damage.
No, but
That's
Pudge
like-
can't walk in and just
No,
permanent
that's
die you.
That's true.
Because like, if he
That's
just
another
turns
mango.
pegging on-
I want to say that
if
Myers
Pudge
has used
got-
8 mangoes and
I
has
will
0
say-
kills.
I think Pudge probably could just do that if he well, I guess no, actually, if he's getting clicked as well, it's a bit of an L, but Flesh Heap, you should be able to sit in Shrapnel for a decent amount of time and still get the CS. I mean, it doesn't help that Pudge is messing up denies on the range creep for free, but whatever.
I'm blue, babidi babuda.
I mean, with
I'm
this
amazed
matchup, you
that
just need to
the,
hopefully get a kill with your 6 and the 6-minute rune, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what you're actually looking for. You don't care how your CS goes. You're a fucking punch.
Why is Viper not spamming Q on this lifesteal?
Gregors.
Why is this lane? Why is lifesteal allowed to be?
Gregors, have you watched the in-houses much before?
I mean, yeah, but everyone knows you pick offlane Viper so that the melee.
Right, when you say
Basically, Harry
everyone,
can't lane.
who are you referring to?
Anyone
mean-
that has touched the game of Dota.
Nutkin is refusing to deny the Moneyball creep who's right next to him.
Dyer's top tower is under
He's like-
attack.
The lads are
There we go. I
terrible,
mean,
mate.
he started to do it a bit more now,
They're
but like
dreadful.
Lifestealers shouldn't be allowed on this lane.
Oh, by the way, they cheat. So if you say anything too helpful, they'll just cheat.
Really?
Yeah, they cheat.
What?
Yeah, I'm telling you, they fucking
Is
cheat.
there no way to check for that?
No, sadly not. Multiple times we've Plague and Ashwin, like we've seen someone has an item queued up for ages. Plague and Ashwin be
No
like, if he
way.
doesn't go so and so, the game is over, and they instantly switch to another item. It's unbelievable. Like it happens every single week. Here comes Pudge.
His, as I said, 6-minute rune and his level 6. What was this? What was this?
Please kill him. Please kill him.
He's
No, he
dead.
is for sure. Flesh Heap or something. He didn't use Flesh Heap once there. Can I just say?
So puzzling.
He has Flesh Heap and just did not use it.
I
which
still think
is
that was a fairly
honestly
low
good.
percentage play because the sniper's tankier than he looks.
I
No,
want
for
that
sure.
end of year. I want that end of year clips, please.
He lives there. He fully lives there. If he uses
He's
Flesh Heap.
the best part is he's trying to do like the most efficient damage, right? He clicks out of invis to then eat, and then he just fucks it up.
Nutkin is clicking creeps instead of Lifestealer.
And he's tanking the tower this whole. I don't understand how Lifesteal has a lane here. He's against Undying Viper. I honestly would rather leave than play against that.
Yeah.
I actively would not want to play a game of Dota if that's how it started.
Radiant's bottom tower
I
is
don't
under
I
attack.
don't care if I win in the end. I would still not want to play.
No, Ashwin, I mean, Gregors is more than welcome to stay, but you are not getting out of this evening's casting so easily, sir. You are here for games 2 and 3.
Oh god.
But feel free to jump in, buddy. I want you for games 2 and 3. It's not in houses without Ashwin. This core Spirit Breaker, I think they're noticing that this is the key problem with something like a core Spirit Breaker, right? And I've tried this shit, believe me.
Radiant's middle tower
But
is
here's the
under
problem.
attack.
Where do you farm if you can't farm your lane?
That's the you're supposed to sort of win your lane
And then gank, but you
snowball.
cannot.
But this was such a winnable lane. I'm honestly not being funny. This lane was winnable to fuck. If they went on Witch Doctor would die like most times.
You
He's
would
so
think
slow
so.
and can't walk away. They have 2 stuns and a very
The
good.
problem
slow,
is the
and then-
bongos against 2 melee heroes. Like,
Yes,
I
no,
think
that-
if it was
and that-
him and another hero, not Dawn. Now they're gonna go in. Here comes the nothing. Just walk away.
But I mean.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Set just
Even
resubbed
still,
for
though, at
68
least
months.
try and harass the Witch Doctor to the point where he's scared to sort of exist, and then you can if you just right-click the person you're laying against, and you will bash him every now and then and do decent enough damage
Dyer's
to
middle tower
ruin his
is
day
under
and piss him
attack.
off.
They get
There
one.
you go. Exactly. And now he bashes, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they can chase him down there and hope that they
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
bashing, or at
I
least
mean,
force him on the tower.
this is a very
this is how-
chunky lane. Like Spirit
They
Breaker
should go.
and
Should just
fucking
be going
Dawn.
again. Yeah, here we go. Dawnbreaker was out of position, but they
No
can
comms,
dive.
mate. No comms.
Like, I don't know, they're just not playing aggressive enough when they've got 2 very aggressive
Yeah, but
lanes,
neither is
in my
Nutkin. I mean,
opinion.
Nutkin is... Oh, dear. Nutkin has not harassed the Lifestealer sufficiently. Viper against any melee hero should be brutal.
Yeah, and he's also then just not CSing that well on top of it, because he's only got
Oh
29.
my. In goes Ninja.
Stunningly brave. What?
Nukin is just fucking out of it.
I don't
bro.
think he knows how to play Viper. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I think Luke is a better Viper. I know. Luke got a shout out in the most recent vid, actually. The Scrubcast
Did he?
vid, yeah. As one of
How so?
an example of a terrible
I
support
see.
player.
Yeah, I mean that's true. But he just gives up.
Extra
He
for
just,
Budge? Nope.
he just gives up and doesn't want to play.
Hello?
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Daniel!
whoa. He has a ward of that. He sees him the whole time.
God.
What the fuck? Unless it was a high level bait.
You don't
I
need
don't
to.
think it's...
What are they doing?
What? Fuck am I?
Oh!
my
If he
God.
still gets him!
What's going on? Oh my, the dawn break.
No! No!
This is fucking
It
unbelievable.
cannot be! It cannot be!
He's just the greatest. He's the greatest Pudge player of all time. It's the greatest Pudge player of all time.
How?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Run, Zalafa! Phase boots.
He's got
Oh no!
no way of living here.
Whoa, where's that?
No!
What?
Oh!
What?
Oh!
What's going on? Why was I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Don't go in, Daniel.
That Pudge is...
Oh my god.
Oh, this is
Oh,
magic.
actually,
This
no,
is
trolls
magic
back down.
stuff.
What the fuck?
Oh, this is already one of the best games I've ever seen. Oh
Wow,
shit,
nice.
I'm losing control of the camera. Bongo,
Oh,
This
Maledict.
is a
I mean, this is such
pretty
a
big lad. I
No,
don't
no,
know if
he's
he
dead,
dies
though.
here. I don't
No,
think...
no, it's still got take aim on sniper. He's still got to take aim on
Yeah, but
sniper.
TK makes you move really slowly, right? So you can't actually
It
use
does,
his chase.
but the dawn break. Yeah, no, there you go. And he ults him. No,
Go and
dawn
got
break.
it.
He doesn't have ulti.
Dawn- Oh yeah.
Oh,
never mind.
here goes
Oh,
Zalafa.
here
The
we
charge.
go.
He
Here
wants
we
it.
go. Oh, the back.
Punch!
He's got the bongo.
Punch! They
Oh,
got him!
okay.
Oh,
he
the
missed
Daniel,
the-
look out!
Yeah, he's got the stun though. He missed the maledict on Witch
They
Doctor.
kill Witch Doctor! Bleak
I
with
think
the
Punch
clean
can
up!
clean up there.
Oh,
Punch with the
oh,
clean up creep!
Oh, the double
Oh,
bash!
double bash!
Oh
my God!
Yes!
What the fuck?
Oh my god, what a
That
game!
double bash was almost fucking clutch. What the hell?
Oh my god.
Christ.
My sides are aching. My throat hurts already. It's been 12 minutes.
On the back end of that, do you get the rot armor on mid pudge? Surely you get the slow, right? Build that around Ags. I mean, I'm not too sure.
I think it
I
may
think
be
you get
game
I think you get the slow. But I guess
I was
he's
pretty
up against
sure.
Sniper, Lifestealer, and Spirit Breaker actually, and Dawn, so maybe he's thinking about getting
Yeah.
punched. But it's only 4 armor. I mean,
like,
16% slow makes it nearly
Yeah, the
50%
16, it's-
slow.
And it's the AoE with the Ags makes that such a valued talent.
Get those fucking sweets down, you son.
Bro, my
It's
apologies.
so fucking weirdly loud. It's like three
it?
times the like the volume of your actual voice.
My
Just the
apologies.
crinkling.
Fucking kill this scum. What's going on? Sorry.
They're just fucking vibing, you know. They've got to this Invis on Disruptor. He's ready to make a play with his ulti. They can catch Troll. It would be useful, right? Troll's going Battle Fury, so he's not going to be
yeah.
doing much for a long time. So any kills you get to slow him down now will pay off very well.
Because it's been such a clown fiesta at the top, they have finally actually managed to force this Lifestealer into the jungle for a little bit, which is good, obviously, for the enemy team. Sorry, the Dire team.
Glimpse! Glimpse!
Because he
Correction,
farms for
bias
shit in the
caster
jungle.
confirmed.
I'm sorry, yeah. My bad.
Enemy team. Disgraceful.
Enemy team. Oh my
You'd
god.
be hung up.
Do you know the worst part is?
hung drunk
When I've
water
been
for that,
watching,
Ti.
Yeah,
when I've
TI,
been
that's a
watching,
quit right there.
when I've been watching like rugby with my mates, I've been unironically accidentally saying like the
I
enemy team, like
say
I'm
that
playing a
in
fucking
football
video game,
sometimes.
bro.
Yeah,
It's so bad.
Dude.
I like.
it's really
It's
bad.
bad.
Like I can honestly, I can relate to that. I'll do that like enemy team, and then I'm like, wait, I mean the opposition. Sorry.
Yeah. It's fucked. It's actually fucked.
Played too many bloody video games.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I find myself doing that too. Oh, I wonder if they saw that, Myers.
God.
They will catch
I-
Myers.
my-
This is a
Myers
hard
will
target,
live.
though.
They're gonna-
This is a
yeah,
hard
yeah.
target.
Dawn, they're gonna.
they get Dawn.
Dawn's gonna die.
It's a good bitch doctor.
Sniper's really in as well.
Oh,
Look,
Sniper
Pudge is
could've-
being body blocked by the creeps. He can't get around. He's
Oh.
been charged away. No way. No, there's two.
Yum, 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 yum.
Under attack.
Oh, he's committing for the tombstone a bit late. Yeah, Pudge cleans up. Man,
Dire's bottom tower
these fights have
dear.
been so good for the Butcher.
They have. He's up to 8 fleet.
He's still not doing too well net worth wise, but XP wise, I like to think he's going to be the highest level.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
he
will
is.
say he is against a lifestealer who loves to eat Pudge, so that is something
No,
he needs
you
to be
are
careful about.
you are not wrong.
I mean, obviously,
On the other hand, though,
it is a
it's
rage
pierced.
piercing. It is like it's a nice counter, but I feel it's like the same counter as Dazzle Axe in that you
Like,
think, oh, I'll just do this and he can't ever grave anybody. But equally, Dazzle can just fucking keep you at range so well, and the heal bomb is very strong. So they sort of counters to each other. Oh, Zalpa doesn't give a hoot. He's in. Kill
He just
Myers.
wants-
Myers is safe.
Ah, and he's dead.
Zalpa
I will
is
say
very
they've had like 5 at the top half of the map for minutes now, and our lifestealer has been farming the jungle the whole time instead of the wave.
It annoys the
lot
hell out of me,
slower.
dude.
It
really
does that
annoys me.
It's like lifestealer in the jungle without like a maelstrom or something, which you don't really get because Desso's I think better nowadays.
Look at all these
It's like,
delicious creeps to eat.
You just farm so slowly in the jungle on this hero, or a lot slower than you do on lane. It's a little bit sad, but he's still top of the net worth, so it is what it is. Goon games in it.
Yeah, I think the best way to think about it is right. Like the jungle is an addition to your actual farming. It
Yeah.
shouldn't be your farming on its own.
It should be last resort or bonus. It's dessert. It's not the main course.
I mean, the thing is, right, for this lifestealers game, yeah, he will destroy Pudge
gonna-
quite
Oh!
well. Nah, there's no way you kill lifestealer with this.
Here's a
right?
tip though: never try to hook through this camp. It's because you're hooking from river up. You just have to hope there's no creeps there.
Well, and now Snowman knows there's a ward knocking about here, right?
Yeah.
If he
Yeah.
calls that out, I like to think he will do.
But yeah, like Pudge will get owned by lifestealer, but
What
at
is
the same time,
going
Troll should cover him. They have disrupt Troll.
He has no he has no rage. He just
my
ran
man.
into the Pudge. But I think they
Nice
still win.
silence. Holy shit!
Yeah, they still win this. My God.
Wish Dog just standing in the silence. Myers
needs to
wants
jump- he
in
needs to
as
jump in
well.
someone. He's away.
Yeah.
He can just wait for his rage to come up and kill them both.
They get it,
Yep.
and they're gonna get Nutkin too.
And this is a big kill for the lifestealers again.
Woo!
Holy shit, the
Yeah.
unstoppable.
Yeah.
Triple kill.
A gift from the Tempest.
Game's looking rough for the Dire boys now.
Yeah, but a second ago it was looking great for the Dire Boys. They just
It was
fucked
looking
that
alright.
up.
I think you
Three
just
of
don't.
them walked into the disruptor roll. I just want to point that out. They
Yeah.
walked into
Dire's
it.
bottom tower is under attack.
They
I mean,
should-
the thing is, when
get
you-
on this
when you look
tower
at-
ninja. Oh, never mind.
When you look at Dire's vision, right, they should be playing top because that's where they have good vision for hooks and
Yeah.
good vision for smokes. They actually have like defensive vision for bots, so that's where Troll wants to play. He wants to play on Ancients with his Battle Fury. They need to swap what they're doing right now. So Pudge should be going top, pressure this tower, force a TP, and look for kills on their Ancients whilst your Troll farms bot.
Sorry, how
Don't
are you
just
not,
run into your
how
bot
are you
lane.
not glimpsing that Doom, that Pudge home?
He only he has level 3 glimpse now. I don't know why.
Like
just,
I would have died for that. 100%. It's too much fun.
The Deso will be complete by the next actual fight for
Radiant's
Lifestealer.
bottom tower is under attack.
Same time, the Wraith Pact's getting pretty close to done on Dawnbreaker.
Wow.
And
Radiant's bottom tower
There is nowhere near it on Myers.
No, well, Myers is fucking abominable, so there's that.
Yeah, in theory, this troll should beat Lifestealer out for most of the game, as long as Sniper is kept under control by Pudge. So it still rests a lot on what Bleak should do.
Fucking, that is like Pudge's worst fucking nightmare.
He's gonna eat that.
Oh.
Yeah, he is as
all
well.
day long. Yeah,
I feel like that's
yeah.
more insulting to Daniel than anything. Like, he expects Daniel would be bad enough to walk there
true.
normally.
Well, I did
It's like
see him
disrespectful.
mid, so yeah, it's pretty much.
That's whatever you call it. Oh no, he's not finished it. No mind, he's bought the recipe. He's almost got the Wraith Pact on Dawnbreaker, which would be big.
We've got a prediction from Star Fox,
Dire's
who
top
remains
tower
one of the
is
worst
under
players I
attack.
play with on a regular basis. This game will be won or lost on a hook. So Star
What a
Fox,
bold prediction.
mechanically, decent player, good lad. His calls universally appalling. Like genuinely, we can fight here.
Was he the guy? Was he the
Turn
guy this
around,
morning
we
that
can
said?
go here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's Star Fox. Never backs down. Never says, lads, let's take it easy. Let's be
Whoa,
careful.
Daniel!
Oh my God,
Bro, Daniel
Daniel!
he just stands on Pudge. It's insane.
Big
It
bongo,
worked.
big maledict. Just take a step back and plant it. Yeah, there it is. Dead. Can they get more? Pudge is in trouble. Daniel's a
Gonna
liver.
get away though.
Troll's gone
It's
in. Alfredo's
so
gone in.
good.
Can he do anything here?
Shrapnel.
Oh my God, the clicks! The lifestealer damage! Daniel in very low. There's a glimpse of Doodle. They get Myers. Now they're gonna get Viper. This is a disaster. Oh my God.
I have never ever seen a more undeserved triple kill. If you watch that fight back, his positioning is dog shit at every single stage. He should have died at every single stage. Oh my God. He literally walked into the Pudge, stood on top of him, zero range shrapneled him, and then walked away, and then obviously got hooked. Just, my God.
I also want to say, you know, Ted making the call. Alfredo's gone in. No, Alfredo's playing Troll Warlord. Troll has decided that Alfredo is going to go in.
Right,
And
sorry.
my God, there's nothing he can fucking do about it.
What I really don't understand about Troll's ult is that making him essentially unkillable, obviously can still get dunked and stuff like that, you know. How is that different from Ursa's ult, which doesn't make him run around like a twat? Like, it's not different and in a better way. It's just Ursa's is measurably, demonstrably better. And if you get a basher on Ursa, you achieve the same thing you would with Troll, where you just fucking clobber things. Like, I think if you were ever thinking of picking Troll, why wouldn't you just pick Ursa other than he has a ranged attack? That's it. I don't think he's good. Like, Fury Swipes is like a better version of everything that Troll has. Troll's ult is worse than Ursa's. It's just bad.
I would still be fine with Troll not being controllable, but as Eri says, Troll is muted when he's ulted, so you can't pop BKB or Abyssal or anything that you need to do in a team fight. So it's just so bad, because unless you pre-pop everything, you don't have access to them for your ulti.
Oh, they're gonna go on him here.
He's got the lifesteal inside him.
And he's dead.
Good, just get his ult off. But it's only level 2, it's not that much lifesteal.
Big mallet.
And he's getting bashed.
Nice from Disruptor
That
there.
is nice of Disruptor. Very nice. Oh. Yeah, that was big.
Oh my.
The Viper should die now. Viper should die.
Viper's just walking in, he's dead.
Pudge
goes
just
Dawn.
blinked in to die. Pudge just blinked
Bleak
in
wants
to
to
die.
perish, he's stunned. Where'd he go?
Oh, he's been saved. He got fucking
glimpsed
glimpsed.
him. Brilliant glimpse.
Glimpsed and
Really,
saved.
real quality shit there.
Good ward that Scott spotted him out though. He still should die.
He dead. Get the Myers. Get the Myers.
All this strength for what, bro?
Yeah,
Myers'
lifesteal can kind of,
farm is looking great, by the way.
Yeah, this game's
it's
kind of
rough.
over.
Yeah, lifesteal's got Armlet, Desto, and Shard at 22 minutes. All your like very tanky frontlining strength heroes may as well not exist. They are food.
Can you please open wounds to creeps so you can actually push? He's trying to lifesteal all creeps and he can't push up. They just killed their push. They could have got that tower. Oh,
It's
DD
23
Roche,
minutes,
DD Roche,
they don't need to
DD
push.
Roche,
yeah.
DD Roche. Here we go.
They can do it, but it's actually quite difficult. Like, I don't think Ninja Snowman's helping them.
Now we can open wounds it though. There it is.
Yeah.
So such
They
a
are getting through
value shard, honestly, over wounds.
Well, I think they've got it now. On the front foot with a disruptor equals GG.
And they also have the Wraith Pact. So, you know, all of Pudge's damage, all of Troll's pitiful attempts to click, they no longer matter.
Pudge, who, by the way, is nowhere near an axe. Like, not
Yeah.
even close.
I think it was correct that he had to go for Blink this game, but it is sad that he had to go for Blink.
I haven't seen him blink eat someone, though.
Well, you saw him try to, and then he got glimpsed away to his safety. That was the Blink reveal, was that fight.
I was saying, Troll sort of got this battlefield
Oh,
and then
hello.
just didn't click. Just
Is
didn't
a
click
dead
enough
witch
creeps.
doctor?
He's turned up to too many fights.
He's
and
tanking the
clicked.
gank, is what he is.
Oh!
Man, man, if Troll gets BKB, there's maybe a world in which they win a fight on their high ground, right?
Maybe.
As was pointed out earlier, the game is won or lost on a hook. If they get the hook on Sniper and no Aegis, Troll BKB,
possible.
it's
possible.
doable. This is the one thing about Troll,
Radiant's
like
top
the
tower
hero
is under
is
attack.
not as good as any meta carry, but he can just win fights
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
nowhere.
he can.
If you get the right timing or like your ult decides to do the right thing, you can really destroy people.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I don't think any hero in the game can fight him like 1-for-1, where you just can't kill the guy. Maybe Ursa, maybe. But even then, I don't know.
Faceless Void with a lot of attack speed.
Yeah, maybe Void.
Would be.
But I mean, he cheats and has Chrono, doesn't he? I mean, I'm just, that is.
No, I mean, like, no, if you just have a lot of attack speed and can,
You just bash the fuck out of
bash
him.
more.
Yeah, it's possible.
And then when you're not netted, you can queue off his damage and shit. You probably have a satanic or something. Does anyone else hate messy inventories?
Who's got a messy inventory?
Like Life Stealer, I
Let's have a
hate
look at
that. I
Life
hate
Stealer's
everything
inventory.
going
No,
on.
this
There.
is
There's
there's
no ordering or anything. Like compared to Zalapus, where he's like ordered them nicely. He's obviously got his boots
Who's
and
Zalapa
Shadow
playing?
Blade in
I like that.
Spirit Breaker. And then he's got like his cheap items on the bottom.
Yeah, no,
expensive
I
items on
do
the top.
that.
It's nice.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
nice.
Although for me, it
and
would
then-
be
I think you're just OCD, brother.
Shadowblade would be
I
1,
am for sure.
Shadowblade
I don't
1,
like Daniels.
Boots 2, Echo Saber 3. That's right.
I don't like Daniels at all.
Daniel is
I have-
playing. All right.
Personally,
So for me,
I'd
it's
have
Mom 1.
Hurricane
3.
1, Hurricane 1, 1, 2, Boots 3, 1, 4. Chrysalis can stay
You
where
got
it
Wand
is
in
for
2
now.
and 4. That's remarkable.
Sorry. Mask of Madness in 4.
Okay.
My inventories are normally organized like right to left. So the right side of my inventory is like my most active items, like my blink and treads for toggling, going to be the right side, and the completely passives are on the left side.
And what buttons are you using for this?
ZXC is the top row,
Yes,
and then
yes.
VBG is the bottom row.
I can't do that because I can't find those keys. I use 1, 2, 3, 4.
The game we played this morning
Yeah.
where I said I lagged out in the final fight and Ursa was able to kill me. It's because I was trying to press Z for cheese and I was pressing the Windows key and it froze my game trying to open up the the fucking help bar, whatever it is.
This is why I had to turn off the tilde key equals console. Because that's too close to blink. So I'd go to blink and I'd just fucking tilde key and console would come up.
So B can be done on Alfredo, but he's just fucking
that's
dead.
a...
Oh, he gets it off!
No, he got
Wow.
the BKB off.
Alright, and he's in! And he's in!
Oh, the sniper forced stuff in!
Oh my god, that's a
Holy
boo-boo!
Fucking
That's a
dog
grosser boo-boo!
Bro, he just forced that.
So the other part of that fight, Pudge got onto the back line, completely controlling 4 heroes by himself. No one could get past him to help the Spirit Breaker. But that's Troll though, right? That's the only thing he's good at.
Yep.
1 HP does not fucking matter. You get your shit off, you're flying.
So, answer me this. Riddle me this. Why did Spirit Breaker pull an OG Star Fox / Luke and just fucking ult into 4 heroes?
Because, you know...
I mean, it almost worked. If honestly, there's probably a missing efficiency there, and they probably would have killed him. In
There is
one game.
a world in which that works, but at the same time, you don't need to force it when you have Sniper. You can just hit
That's
the
also
building.
true.
As Snack says, some people just have the timer in them. It's ticking down all the time, and Spirit Breaker players are part of that. They have the bloodlust. And that's tier 2 gone.
Middle tower has fallen.
And suddenly, this Troll's net worth looking very fucking healthy. He's got Basher pretty much done.
Looking healthy.
Pudge's net worth still utterly dog shit, but the
Yeah.
Troll's doing alright.
Oh my god.
What level's saying?
He's only bought a little. He's got a bottle. Sell the bottle, brother. Sell it. Oh no, please.
God,
Just sell
look
it.
at that invent. Oh, bro.
Sell the bottle. Sell it. When are you ever going to need it? These fights don't last long enough. You've got... Oh, hello.
They are smoking
Oh,
it.
they've cancelled.
They are.
Oh, hello. Myers is dead.
For anyone to die, the Undying with buyback, very cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the end of the world.
Roche is down for at least 2 minutes.
That's an ogre seal. Oh, I thought he was going to.
Why would he sell it? Because he needs the moolah. He's so far from his ags. Just get rid of it. If they get ags on this guy, it might actually make a difference.
So this is something very interesting that I have played against as troll. The Ag's Lifestealer. It's really fucking hard to play against.
Yeah.
He just gets inside you, and you disarm. You're disarmed, and you can do fucking nothing.
Wait, when he's inside you, you're disarmed?
You're disarmed.
Oh shit! I didn't.
And
know
you're just
that.
getting
Such a
clicked
fuck,
from
yeah.
inside by this Lifestealer. This is actually a very.
That's such a Chad item pick.
This is a very like understanding the matchup really well item pickup is this axe.
I'd sell it because it's worth a decent amount, and he might get an axe before the game is over. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, Pudge is broke. I don't know why he got a bottle anyway. He wasn't mid-Pudge, was he? Oh, he was mid.
Was
Yeah, he
mid
was
Pudge.
mid. He was mid.
I would have sold this. I honestly would have sold this.
He will get there before.
Maybe until I get the... Maybe to help me get the final part, but not even his inventory. Just get
He'll
rid
get
of
it
it.
before the end of the game, but it's past its like.
Just get rid of it.
peak
It doesn't
of
even give you
effectiveness.
much. Look at that. 110 health and 60 mana. At this stage in the game, who gives a shit?
Alright, they may be finding Bean, but it's Undying walking first, so it's just a waste of a gank.
Yep, standard Myers dog shit. Noob.
Truly astonishing.
You know, I've
gameplay.
realised
Still
that...
might get
Oh, hello!
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that timing was flawless.
yeah.
And he still has 4-stop. No, there's no way that guy's
You
dying.
know what? I've realised one of the failings of their draft is
Is it a
if
feed?
you have a POS 3 Pudge,
Maybe it's a
he
bait.
better be really fucking good, because if you don't land a hook, how do you start a fight? Witch Doctor has to waddle in? How do
Yeah,
you hold them in place? It's really
I think normally
hard.
with Posri Viper you get like an Atos or something, right? Or like Gleipnir.
Yeah, you do get Gleipnir.
He's going for a Hurricane Pike, so he's going for IMB
He's-
mid now,
Yeah.
Viper build.
Yeah. I also don't mind this, right? If your Pudge has gone Blink himself, and he's going to play more of the Initiator, you can be this backline Lifestealer
Right.
killer.
Also, yeah, he's good
I
against
just
the
don't know
last
how
one.
much. I just don't know how much damage he's doing. Honestly,
He's
I
not
really
doing
don't
that
think-
much
I don't think
damage,
he's
but
doing like.
He has his Shard.
Yeah, true.
He is doing quite a bit over a long fight. If he can stay safe at the back and click, but
So Virgin Media is being a bit wank, but it's not as bad as it has been so far. We've only lost 15% of our frames, and you guys are only like 10 seconds behind the action, so...
4-man smoke up behind the troll. As long as they can see Lifestealer, Troll's not going to get jumped, right? Because they're only ever going to try it again if Lifestealer's in Spirit Breaker. That's what was missing from last fight, by the way. If
Right.
Spirit Breaker had Lifestealer
Yeah.
in him for the jump, Troll would have died. At the same time, it was not like a charge, it was just a random fucking Nether Strike. So I can understand why Lifestealer was not ready for that shit to happen.
Like, I'm not saying the idea of leading with the Spirit Breaker is bad. I'm just saying, and I guarantee it was a wordless jump.
Yeah, that's the thing. They
That's
had no
bad.
idea it was going to happen.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a plan, and the plan is, if I see the troll, I'm ulting him. Go for it. Like, you got Lytra inside you, let's dance.
Pudges might be able to find Bean here again, but again,
And it was a nice ult from Doom as well. Epic Doom just put that down. Bleak is just running around at this point. Yes.
bounty collected. Worth.
The crinkle noise was perfectly timed.
Fine. I finished them now.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Gregory. In my
I
glove
will-
box, there's a
No,
packet
right.
of wine gums, and for the last few road trips we've been on, we've been like, there are those wine gums, but we're like, we don't know how old they are. But we still haven't thrown them out. We're still some like, well, yeah, we'll throw them out when we get home, and then we always forget. So there's some fairly ancient wine gums. Actually, I think they're fruit pastels.
We have a
Ugh.
small
A
box
car
of
classic.
chocolate-coloured coffee beans in case a driver gets very tired on the trip and needs some immediate energy. I think it's reasonably sensible, if a bit boring.
When I drive
So
down
the
to
Axe-
Bristol, I have to fill up on petrol, but I also have to think, what sweet am I going to buy at the petrol station? And I normally buy a grab bag of Crippins to tide me over on the journey,
Interesting.
and some kind of sweet. And I quite like Haribo Tang Fast Sticks. They're quite good.
Yeah.
I'm a big Tic Tacs from the petrol station.
I
That's
do
my
get
main
Tic Tacs.
go-to.
I always get... Now, fruity or minty?
Fruity.
Minty.
I love the
minty.
fruity. I love the fruity. They're just a delight. It's just a pleasure in your mouth.
Not sponsored, but they are amazing. I love the cherry cola ones in particular. I've
Oh, I
been
haven't tried
converted to the
those.
cherry
I
cola.
haven't tried those. Biltong with me? No, I won't be able to get any biltong, unfortunately, for the drive. It also feels a bit much.
May I
There we are,
inquire
sour
as to what-
Skittles are original. I'm sour Skittles.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Neither.
buddy.
Skittles are overrated.
I agree with that. They are also technically, according to several things I've read and watched, the worst food nutritionally that you could possibly eat.
Yeah. Man, they seem like pretty fucked up.
Do you know,
It's just sugar.
Whatever
any
happened to
numbers.
jelly tots, man? Whatever happened to
What are
jelly
you talking
tots?
about? They're still going, bud.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen jelly tots in an age. But
Oh,
they were
yeah.
fucking sick.
Local
They were
corner shop
fucking
near
sick.
me. Oh, hello. They've been on Undawn.
Finally, but
Forced up the hill, and
Yeah.
Oh no.
yeah,
Oh, Pudger's dead.
it's a long.
Troll
list
is in there with BKB activates, kill Spirit Breaker, kill Dawnbreaker,
You.
and he's
It's,
going to finish
it's
on
only
Lifestealer.
ages,
Oh, they got him.
but-
Get the
Oh,
snipper.
they need to be on sniper now. He can't run. Oh, I
Oh,
don't know if this
no.
works.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, but he can get the
Oh,
bash shot. No, it just doesn't
doom!
work.
Epic doom.
Oh, he jumps inside the troll.
Oh my god.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think you either have to hard commit to sniper or run the fuck away. You can't wait for the Lifestealer
Yeah.
respawn.
Yeah.
So as soon as Pudge is going in first and just
Dire's top
dying,
tower is under
and then they have nothing for sniper after that.
Do you know what I
They-
don't
they-
get? The people who have things like a Snickers or something like that for the car. How are you eating a Snickers in the car, man?
It's gonna melt. It's gonna melt
It's
as well.
gotta be
on
little
a hot
sweets.
day.
It's sweet you can pop in your mouth and then you get ham back on that wheel. Can't be holding a
no.
fucking Snickers, man.
I'll be honest. I'd rather eat a Snickers just because then I've got it out the way. so I
Right,
can
but if you
carry on
need that, I'd
driving.
have it at the petrol station. Like
Yeah,
while
well-
I'm filling up, I'm.
I mean, I don't really snack when I drive, to be honest.
I do.
though.
I do. I'm vaping and
see.
snacking and drinking and singing along to my music.
Drinking.
Like a dad. Drinking water, I should add. I have never drunk driven. No, genuinely, I want that on the record. I have never ever drunk driven, and I never would. Not even if I've been drunk the night before, I won't drive.
A gift
Yeah.
from the tempest of battle.
Very careful with that. I know lots of people who were not. It's not the way to live. Don't drink and drive, kids. When I meant drink water. Apologies. Werthers? I do love a Werthers, but...
Werthers is like something I got when I was at my nan's. I'd love them there, but I wouldn't
Mm.
buy them myself. You know?
I did buy a pack the other day when I went up to York University for the train, because I thought it was a good train snack.
They are good train snacks,
And-
but they create a lot of waste, though. I think, right? It's
It
kind of
is.
hard to keep track of the
Individually
wrappers.
wrapped, it's a bit much.
Yeah.
So I was pretending to put them in my pocket. I was stuffing them down the seat, which is
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
not great.
monster.
You
But-
fucking monster, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But I offered her, the lady opposite me was going, so I offered her a Werther's and she was like, no thanks. I said, are you sure? And gave her a look like, please shut the fuck up. But she rejected the Werther's. But then when I got to the university, I was offering them to the students. And I said, I realize it's a little creepy, a nearly 50-year-old man offering sweets to the 19-year-old kids. But trust me, they're just Werther's originals. It's just a pog sweet.
Oh, they're going for the
Oh,
jump again.
they've gone in!
Put it
There
again.
it is! They got him! Troll Dune! No buyback!
They could have got him last time.
Do you know what happened there?
Sniper
Myers
was
was
in
fucking
position.
typing in chat rather than healing his troll or putting down the Wraith pack.
Was he actually?
Yes.
Who was?
Myers. He was typing in chat, posted messages whilst his troll was being jumped.
LVP.
Oh, it has to be an instant LVP.
Is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
Can I just say, I had some Maltesers recently, right? And they were very disappointing. They really sucked
they're
as
shit.
a sweet.
What, dude?
Maltesers.
Yeah, Maltesers are shit.
I
The
used to
chocolate-
think they were like
taste-
okay, but they were
The
like
chocolate tastes
right
like
down the
fucking
bottom.
ass, and the crumbly bit is just unwanted.
It
You
was
know,
terrible.
the only good thing
They
about
are
them,
Dog shit.
do you remember that advert where the ladies are lying on their back and they put a Malteser in their mouth and they blow
Yes.
and they float? You can do that, That's the only good thing about Maltesers.
Right.
So it's worth one chuckle, and then it's like, why have I bought Maltesers? They grind on my teeth like I'm eating something with sand in it. What's going on?
They're fucking awful. I'd rather eat like a fisherman's friend.
I love Fisherman's Friend. What are you talking about?
I love Fisherman's Friends.
Fucking hell. You're just
Right.
incorrect.
MVP. Ninja Snowman.
Lifestealer,
Surely. Did everything right.
Yeah,
Just purely for the Ags. Purely for the Ags.
The Ags
Like,
was really
even the
good.
idea.
He laned like Nutkin could have done more in his lane, but Lifestealer still did a lot to make that lane, which should have been very hard, make it work. And he was the key behind every single good fight was his damage.
Disruptor had a good game.
I agree with that. I think Epic Doom did get some really nice ults. Like, he was alive to the fact that when something happened, like when they jumped the troll, ult straight away. It was good.
I actually both supports.
Also, he got the Ags.
Well,
like, he was fucking farmed, dude. He got
Did
the
he get the
Ags.
Ags?
Yeah. Like, that's why
Yeah,
when they
that's
altered the
chat,
troll
so.
at the end, he can't do shit. Like, I want to say MVP Lifestealer, honorable for Epic Doom. LVP, I kind of want to say Myers for being dog shit and also typing in the final fight. But I want to give a diss on to Nutkin as well for not doing anything in lane as Viper against Lifestealer. I think that was poor. Thoughts on that?
I'm happy with it.
Okay, groovy.
Greg, you're now free to play actual Dotes. You can escape.
There's no one. Who is Rapier Ronaldo? Who is that?
That's Rapier Ronaldo is NZ FedEx.
Oh, fuck's sake. Oh my god.
Gregory, thank you so much for casting and sharing your thoughts on Sweets.
Oh yeah, no worries. My closing remarks: Fisherman's Friends are dog shit.
Whoa, which ones? Are you talking about the default flavor? Because that is an acquired
He just
taste.
dropped that and left.
Oh,
he dropped that and left.
Because listen, if you haven't tried Fisherman's Friends, the mint Fisherman's Friends are like the best mint you could ever have. They last for ages. Unbelievable flavor. You just need one. Great for your breath if you like a breath mint. Fisherman's Friend, and the flavor is real. Like, they're so good, and the shape is nice. It's not just a disc. It's like a little weird diamond shape, but this is soft and gentle. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, so we're doing the Dota tournament for Jingle Jam. I don't know if you remember, last time I said that we should have Wheelboy in the Dota tournament, and we should have the wheel, and whatever we spin it on like a certain time, like every 5 minutes or something. Wheelboy has to do whatever we say comes up on the wheel. So we're thinking of things that could be on the wheel for Wheelboy. So he's playing Dota, and it might say something like, go farm the nearest hard camp. So he might be in the middle of a team fight. He has to stop, walk over to the nearest hard camp, and start farming it.
Oh,
we need to think of good Wheelboy things.
Because there has to be like a funny level of trolling, but they can't be you instantly lose the game.
Right.
Kind of like
drop all your items and shit like that.
Yeah,
like, yeah. People say to buy everyone a mango. I quite like that. Buy everyone a mango. I like that. TP. So I want to say TP. And so what I was hoping was we would have
TP to your nearest tower could be quite funny, because
TP
then it's not like
nearest tower. Yeah.
Because then it's not like if you're in lane and you spin it and your just game is over.
Right.
But you are having to spend your TP just to go back to your close tower.
High five,
change all your item slots around. That could change all your item slots around is quite funny as well.
Alright, so I've got buy everyone a mango, TP to the nearest tower, high five Roshan, so he has to walk to the Rosh pit and do a high five. Change all item slots around. I like that one. No, TP to base is too punishing.
Oh, chat what item your carrier's building.
I like that.
All chat that you're roasting, even if you're not.
Ooh. No, that one doesn't work. Personally, I don't think that one works.
Toggle on quick. Huh?
Drop current neutral and defend for 30 seconds. Alright, I like that. Face check the nearest tower. No. Miss 5 last hits. I don't think that we need Wheelboy for that. I think plant a tree is quite funny. That means he always has to have iron branches on him just to plant a tree. Oh, eat cake. Yeah, obviously. Switch your neutral item? No. Buy a smoke and use it? No. Scan the enemy fountain? No.
No, it's not that interesting.
No. Like, buy everyone a mango is funny because then we get Lewis handing everyone a mango, and he has to go around and give everyone a mango.
Yeah.
TP to the nearest tower is funny because it might be in the middle of a fight. High five Roshan is funny because he has to, whatever he's doing, drop what he's doing to go and high five Roche. Change all his items that's around is funny because he'll misuse items. All chat what item the carrier's building is just a funny little bit in case the carrier's building like a rapier or something like that. Drop your current neutral and defend for 30 seconds is excellent. Plant a tree I like. Eat cake I like. Use all your spells might be a bit much.
It's like, that's harsh, right? Yeah, maybe like use 2 spells or something.
Yeah.
Even though that's not that funny though as well.
Well, it might use 2 spells that are off cooldown. That's funny because if let's say he's playing Enigma, and he's just used 2 of his spells.
Oh, he's used 2 spells. Oh.
That might be funny. Wait, Grumpy? Grumpy nerd? We can't ruin Monday. Stack the nearest camp. Who's Hastic Ninja?
I'm not sure. I think that's a new name.
Oh, fuck off, Harry. Put all your items on the courier and play as the courier instead for 30 seconds. A bit loosey.
It would take like 6 minutes to set up as well.
Walk to the nearest tower. It's a bit boring. Use clarity on ranged creep? No.
Can you even do that? Take lane farm for next wave could be funny. And, like,
Yeah.
could be quite funny.
No, because then his courier's just going to die. Like, these are things that are like... None of these is literally GG. Right? They're all like things that are funny enough, but the game is still Dota. Buy a gem is no good. Some of these are too much.
Is this solo queue or is he playing with stack?
No, it's going to be in a team.
Because then I think it could be funny to everyone has to swap like roles or something, you know? Like POS 1 becomes POS 5 and the POS 5 has to start palming POS 1 or something.
I think
that's like a team
it's
troll.
just for Wheelboy. Smoke
it's just
gank
for Wheelboy,
immediately. Smoke gank ASAP I like. He has to buy a smoke and immediately smoke gank.
Put knobs exactly where you're standing is really funny. That's a great one.
That is good. Cut down 5 trees with a quelling blade. Let's try that. Cut down 5 trees. We'll just put it that way. Remap left and right mouse. I don't think that's easy enough to do on the fly.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that'll do. That's a good number.
I think another one that could be fun is turn on quick cast. I saw that one earlier, but I also don't know how easy that is to do.
He might already have it.
Oh, turn off quick cast then. Just swap between the two.
All right, that'll do. I think that's plenty.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Swap mouse hands.
just resubbed for 1
What?
month.
Holy shit! Swap mouse hands. So use your mouse with your left hand and keyboard with your right. That is brutal.
I like that. For 5 minutes. All right, I messaged them to Joe. Portugal 2, Uruguay
5
0.
seconds
Goodness
remaining.
me.
Dire team ban.
Play in cinematic mode for 30 seconds. I like that. Alright, we'll see what Joe makes of those.
10 Radiant remaining.
The Goonfather, and it's
The
me.
Goonfather.
It's me from TI6. And then the Society Livers, and it's apparently I'm the Joker.
Reaching.
Ashwin, top 3 sweets for a road trip.
Bloody hell. I haven't really been on
10
that many road
seconds
trips,
remaining.
but
Just imagine you're going for a lengthy drive in a car.
yeah.
5 seconds Dire remaining. Ban.
You could be on a train. I'll accept a train ride.
Yeah. I mean, I rate.
Radiant team
I'm a
ban.
personal rater of fruit pastels because they don't get old.
Yeah.
I think for a road trip you don't want something that gets old too quick or
Agreed.
starts just getting you get sick of them like really sort of like jelly Haribos. You'll just get sick of them after a while.
Yeah.
What we did for when me and
10
Ashton drove up to
seconds
Leeds was we got
remaining.
1 or 2 of the tubs from M&S of their like sweet things.
Okay.
Those are
5
quite good because they're
seconds
like the
remaining.
containers are very good for driving with, right? They're held together well, and they're quite small, snacky things.
They were quite good. But in terms of like peasantry confectionery,
Dire team pick.
oh, I'm definitely a mix and match. I'm not a chocolate person.
No, me neither. Not in a
Particularly.
car. Not in a car. I don't even really eat that much chocolate anyway. Like, I like chocolate, but I won't sit there eating like a fuckload of chocolate. I know
10
some people
seconds
start on
remaining.
chocolate and that's it. Like, they have to eat all of it.
I'm a massive crisps fan. If I'm
Love
choosing between
crisps.
anything, I'll
Yeah,
take
crisps.
crisps.
Crisps
Boom.
are good.
Just the king of snacks. I am literally staring at a bowl of pistachios I have here.
I
next
really
to
rate
me.
strawberry. Are they called laces?
Hmm.
I can't remember what they're.
They're like the
It's-
long things, right? Long
It's
things.
the one which is the red stuff and it has the
10
white stuff
seconds
inside.
remaining.
Uh-huh.
It's like
yeah,
a long
I know what
tube
you
with
mean.
white
I know
stuff
what you mean.
inside.
Those are good.
Big
No, I know
fan.
this might be a controversial
I
one.
don't
I
think
do enjoy a licorice all sort packet. I do.
I'm not
I
a
do
licorice
enjoy it.
main,
I
unfortunately.
don't,
not.
I don't like licorice either,
It
unfortunately.
just tastes of it. It doesn't taste like a sweet. It just, I don't know what it is, but
Radiant
it's just not
team
very
pick.
sweet. I mean, it kind of just goes against the point.
Oh my.
So Silencer and Ricky are apparently the 2 most obnoxious supports in the game right now.
Agreed.
Silencer is impossible to trade with as an alternative support because every time he hits you, you lose 1 damage and he gains 1 damage,
Yeah.
and you're
10
just sad.
seconds remaining.
And Ricky just has to get shard, and the game is over.
That's it.
5 seconds remaining.
I saw Snaking queuing today. Saw him announce on Twitter. Playing some Dotes. I thought I'll watch this for a bit. Fucking pos 5 Ricky. I tapped out immediately. Joe says, love it. So good suggestions all.
Who's asking what's happening?
So for the Dota tourney we're running in Jingle Jam,
Yeah.
there are multiple teams taking part.
Right.
I believe
Dire
I will be
team
commentating. I'm not sure. I guess with a rotating, either me and Joe or me and Lewis, whoever's not playing. Maybe me and Dav. I don't know, but
Are
I'm
you
not
gonna be
playing.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not playing. So I'm just
Is
going to be
Lewis
watching.
playing?
Yeah. So he's on a team, but I think Joe might be on a team as well. So when whoever's
10
not playing will
seconds
be my
remaining.
co-caster. But Lewis will be playing
5
as
seconds
Wheelboy.
remaining.
So Wheelboy, of course, has to obey the wheel. So we came up with a list of things that Wheelboy has to do. And every 5 minutes, I think would be fair, we spin the wheel, and whatever it says, Wheelboy immediately has to do, regardless of the situation.
Yeah.
So we've got buy everyone a mango and give them to each other player.
that's so stupid.
TP to the nearest
That's
tower.
the game.
High
Oh,
five
dear.
Roshan. Change all his item slots around. All chat what item the carrier's building. Drop his current neutral item and defend it for 30 seconds. Plant a tree. Eat cake, obviously. Use 2 spells that are off cooldown. Stack the nearest camp. Take lane farm for the next
Dire
wave.
team
Smoke gank ASAP. Put an obs exactly where you are standing. Cut down 5 trees. Swap the hands that you were using for the mouse and keyboard for 5 minutes.
I mean, These are real griefy.
Oh yeah.
I'll just say I for like my channel point stuff,
10 seconds
I introduced some very minor things, and it was still game ruining.
Oh yeah.
Like just absolutely like those are like terrifying.
I mean, one of them is
Needing
playing
to defend your
cinematic
neutral item for 30 seconds. I would just leave. They can have the neutral item. I don't care.
No, you have to defend it.
Okay, well they were just dead then.
And he has to.
I do think
play
for
in
the
cinematic
manga
mode for
one,
30
we should say
seconds.
it has to be done. It doesn't have to be done like straight away immediately, right? He doesn't have to just sprint to other lanes to get manga. It has to be like before the next spin or
Yes.
something like that.
Yes. Yes. Obviously,
Would
there's
make it-
some leeway, but
Yeah.
Radiant team
I think go fight Roshan is silly because if it happened in 5 minutes, he has to get his whole team together to go fight Roshan. It's just PG. Like we don't want the game because remember there are 9 other people playing in the game, so we don't want it to just be Lewis throws a game of Dota inside 10 minutes because that's not really
10
funny.
seconds remaining.
I mean, he may well do
Well,
anyway.
it's funny once, right? It's not
Right.
funny if it's like
5
the best of
seconds
3 and it happens
Right.
twice in a row.
So they've got to be just right.
Micro your courier to the enemy base.
Yeah, I don't like that one. He just loses his courier. Just tell him just fucking run your courier down mid. I mean, same thing.
Well, I mean, the neutral item is just lose your neutral item and perish.
No, because he might be in the middle of the
that's only
jungle.
because it might be in a safe place, you know. He could just be in his own fountain and have to drop a neutral item. Like that's fine. It's just what the wheel decides rather than channel points.
Exactly. I mean, if he's playing Witch Doctor
Radiant team
and he's
back.
ulting, and it says smoke gank immediately, he just has to drop everything and smoke gank. Also, the main thing I want to do is for Lewis to absolutely lose his mind.
10 seconds
And
remaining.
I know that he already does get quite mind-loosey when it comes to Dota
5
anyway.
seconds
So I'm
remaining.
thinking if we could really push him over the edge, it's just good content.
Radiant team pick.
Silence Avenge. These are 2 very annoying support heroes.
I'm surprised by this early AA pick, right? Because AA is not like a good support. It's a good counter to some heroes. So unless the Society Livers has a gold tier
10
Slark player that they're
seconds
trying
remaining.
to counter already, doesn't seem to be much point to picking an AA.
They might be
5
going
seconds
Alk.
remaining.
But then you could just ban Alk, you know, or
Indeed.
going out for themselves. You mean
Yeah.
for Dire? That could be interesting.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Team pick.
Vitamin underscore just resubbed for 36 months.
Dire team pick.
Axe.
Axe. I'm not a massive fan of Axe as a pos 3. Not because of the hero, but because he doesn't build Wraith Pact. And any hero that doesn't build Wraith Pact isn't a pos 3.
Hmm.
10
Because then you have to
seconds
force like your
remaining.
Undying pos 5 to build Wraith Pact, and it turns up way too late, you know?
5 seconds remaining.
Agreed.
Or you could do the honourable thing and have neither team build Wraith Pact, which is pretty common in all of our games, to be honest.
Yeah, we do get away with no Wraith Pact quite a lot of the time, but...
I'd say like it's less than a quarter of games has a Wraith Pact in it for some reason.
But if we were good at the game, we'd build it every game. But we are lazy and we like damage items.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're here to have fun. We're not here to win games. So, I mean,
Exactly.
No, Doom, because remember, Dav and Lewis might not be in the same room. Or they might be playing against each other. Like, it doesn't work, dude. It has to be simple things that Lewis can do on his own that are not instantly game losey, but equally... Wow, wait, did they just pick Bristleback into AA?
They did. I was going to say
Okay.
they are
Okay.
doing a little bit of trolling with the draft, but it's
Okay.
not like a massive counter. It's just a bit of an annoyance.
They have picked Primal Beast.
I need to see something that Venge is going to work with here, and it's not Tusk. Like, what's the carry that Venge is going to be saving? Luna is not a hero in this meta. Drow is a hero, but probably not against those heroes.
Very beefy run at you,
10
boys.
seconds remaining.
Yeah.
No, Myers, he must sell his highest value item. See, that is game loosey, dude. That's silly. That's just silly. I literally just described what it is, and you still come up with that. Myers, this is why you're Undying, that I'm sure you thought, I've heard this hero is good, and didn't understand why it wasn't working. That's you as an idea. I described the situation, you come up with an example of what not to do, just like you're Undying in that last game. An example.
I did like that after the game, Myers came into chat and said, win lane, lose game. But he lost his lane.
He did not win lane. He did not win lane. He did nothing. He bought 7 mangas. 7!
I think Star Fox's idea is kind of interesting. You and Lewis swap for 5 minutes, but it's kind of also hard to do, right?
Right, but I don't think I'm not going to be in the same room as Lewis.
Yeah, that's the thing. You'd have to both just run and swap PCs.
I think that might be the hardest implement of everything.
Immortal faith is better than you follow. I'll follow his guide. But Myers, listen, you're not listening, sweetheart. I'm not saying that you're buying a shitload of mangoes was wrong. We actually said this is correct, and that as soon as you get money, you buy more mangoes. The point is, and I literally made it in the cast, but you didn't see it because you're not a cheat. If you watch the cast back, we point out that it's not enough to know what items to get to go to lane. You also need to know how to play Dota, and specifically the hero that you've selected. And you did not know, because you did nothing in that lane. And luckily for you, your Viper did nothing as well. So you're allowed to chuck it on him. But just absolutely, I don't know what you thought you were doing in that lane, but it was not correct.
Remove 1 item of clothing.
Okay, Stannis. Kink exposed.
It's good. I like it.
20 seconds remaining for this last pick. They are pondering the orb right now. I think a hero that hits a tower is desperately needed. If they're looking for a mid, it would be like DP or something. Would be my immediate recommendation. Sven is running a risk if you have 4 melee heroes.
They have 5. They have 4 melee heroes into Bristleback.
Into Bristleback.
And
into
Silence
Venge.
at AoE, and yeah, that's going to be unpleasant.
What hero would I pick here?
I would pick Timber, but I guess he's banned, so you need something.
5 seconds.
Here's what I would do.
These days.
Enigma's banned.
I would maybe do Monkey King.
I think Monkey King's a good shout. Yeah.
Who's going to be picking it? It's going to be Reg, Kieran. Probably not Kieran.
I'm assuming this is a Tusk mid, right? Which was what Kieran played last in-house.
So maybe it's Jake.
It might be Jake carry.
I mean, Jake does play Luna.
Luna's a really fucking bad hero.
Has that ever mattered in the mind of the Goon?
No, of course not. But I will discuss things as if they are good, and it's even more joyful when they're not.
I will discuss things as they are Goons.
Do you know what the issue for me is? Like, they do lack team fight control, and I think that might seriously count against them, because Silence Avenger are just going to get charged by Primal Beast and Pudge and Axe and shit. They need something that controls this team so they can kill a key hero.
That's a bad.
Or just fight. Let's just fucking fight. Let's
just
go.
fucking fight. The one thing I'll say is this Venge does not have, does not really have a point, right? Like, you don't want to swap your Ursa out, or swap your Tusk out, or swap your Bristle out.
Just aggressive swaps.
It does
I think it's just aggressive swaps and going
It honestly makes the game so much simpler. Like, give the Venge one less thing to do, and there's one less thing to fuck up.
So it will be the Kieran Tusk mid, Jazz Hands Ursa top. This is
the Primal Beast set. Oh yes.
You want that so bad.
Yeah, I do. I mean, just look at that gormless mouth.
How has Ben spent this much money to get the? This is a rare or ultra rare set.
He's a student, so he's probably spent his entire student loan on that.
Ben.
He's a science whiz, but not an economics whiz.
No, exactly right.
At the same time, he's going to land from the laser beam and look really cool, and you'll be thinking, God, I wish I'd spent the money now.
I will be jealous.
Ben got it gifted to him. Coward.
Did he?
Wait, you can gift them?
You can gift them, yeah.
I didn't realize. Oh yeah, you can. I just can't trade them yet. I'm jealous. I am jealous. Oh, the Sven was very cool there. I think he fits the beam quite nicely.
GLHF, says the Primal Beast.
Prepare for
The,
battle.
Idiot.
Portugal game finish.
It was 2-0 to Portugal.
Was it?
Yeah, they looked pretty spicy.
Okay.
I mean,
Or did Uruguay look not spicy?
Nice
so
jump,
it was
Alistair.
funny because
Burgie016
you could tell
just
that-
resubbed for 1 month.
thank you. You could tell that they were both teams that were technically quite gifted, but Portugal just had that little bit extra. Where I mean, there was one or two moves where they just pinged the ball about. It was like absolutely beautiful to see. It was really, really nice. Bruno Fernandes scored twice and just played really well. But the South Korea Ghana game,
I like how
game.
it was. I think it was yesterday or the day before. You were like, "This is the worst World Cup ever," and then we have today.
Yeah, but this is the
An
thing:
insane
is there were
day.
so many dog shit games. Bam! They're going on Bristleback. Oh, they got it.
That's a PFB.
Nice
That's in the
hook.
jurisdiction for a PFB.
That is, they did bring him into PFB zone. I can't deny that's legally a PFB.
We've run the numbers on this one. It is technically a PFB. Technically a PFB. The best kind of PFB.
We've had the VAR check it. It is a PFB.
Yeah.
It is a PFB. I fucking
Check it,
loved
PFB.
when we were casting with Slacks and you started screaming about PFB and he had no fucking clue what you were on about. That made me laugh so much. Oh no, it wasn't. It was when we were playing with Sheep, Cap, and Purge.
Right.
And I was like, Purge was getting gone on in the PFB zone. You were yelling about it. None of them understood what you were talking about. It's so
They're
funny.
gonna have to learn. It's just
They're gonna have to, it's the new Dota thing.
You gotta keep up. I mean, Ted's invented.
Delta
Go
split.
Split.
Regoose and regoose.
I'm pretty sure Bongo Bending has made some rounds.
Yeah.
There's been there's definitely
There
been
were a
some.
few others. I've heard Cap use some of our slang in a game before.
I don't think Wingnut has caught on, as much as I love it.
Wingnut has not.
Wingnut is not spread. But I love that we don't... Like, Cindy was trying to remember what Hoodwink's name was in a game the other day, and then just said Wingnut. We're fucking... Our brains are, like, destroyed.
We know
Months
what
killed...
we mean.
Months caused us to be brain dead. That's the
We
answer.
know what we mean.
Alright, last it's into the eyes. What's happening?
Sven's having
Jake?
a whale of a time.
Still begging for Ashman to coach him.
Yeah, I'm not down.
No stick. No stick on Cool Llama. Buy a stick over the boots, please. Just get a stick immediately.
Yeah, he's got one actually finished and ready to fly out.
Oh, it's gonna be trouble here for Jakus.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
The level 2 spike
He's
when
not,
the enemy's
yeah,
level
he's
1.
not a bristleback.
Level 2. It's always the way.
Other than that, how other lanes going? I feel like this mid lane is gonna be real interesting.
Two beefy burgers.
Tusk, like thingy. I can't speak. Man is gonna start stomping, and Tusk is just gonna turn into a big old ball of white stuff, and Stompy Man can be pretty sad.
Yeah, I follow that.
I know
A big
what
old
you mean.
ball of white stuff.
Sounds like a regular Friday night for me, mate. A mate of mine was in
There we go. It's
my-
actually happening as he said. He started trampling and Tusk snowballed.
he was in a
Predictive
bar
casting.
in Portsmouth.
Can you do this in a Has voice, by any chance?
Mate of mine, right? He was in a bar in Portsmouth and watching the England game, you know. And this bloke comes into the toilet where he's having a piss and he says, "Time to get proper naughty," and takes out a bag of Charlie.
It is a Has story.
That is a-
It's
that is a Has
genuine
story.
It doesn't go anywhere, but it is what it is. Oh, Jazz Hands with the anti-juke.
Jazz Hands would be dead if Grumpy Nerd knew that to walk instead of punching.
Oh,
But he still might die regardless.
Yeah, he's gonna tick down the old hungry.
Tick. He used a mango for that. That's the saddest part.
The PFB is the Plague First Blood because routinely Plague will go and stand here to get the first rune and die and give up First Blood. Normally to their mid or some other crucial hero who now starts the laning stage with 500 extra gold.
Okay, there's no need to exaggerate it that much, alright? It's not usually to their mid or some other crucial hero.
Sorry,
it's just a death.
I believe I am correct in this.
I do believe you're also correct. I don't,
Thank you,
I don't
Ash.
really know where the inaccuracies have come in.
Me
This is
neither.
trouble for someone. Not quite sure who yet. It looks
I
to
think
be
it's
Jake.
Bristle.
Is Jake going to be 0-3?
Looks like
He
it.
sure is. Just Bristle things.
This is the issue with this silencer support shit. Oh.
Oh my god, trouble.
Oh, he caught
Is he
him
on-
with that! Are you
Oh,
serious?
what a lane Mr.
Woo!
Llama is having. 4 kills.
I keep saying Llama is probably one of the strongest +1 players
Agreed.
in the house. He's very good.
He's also playing against Jake.
He is playing against Jake. I would like to see him against like a competent offlaner like Bommy B on Axe or something, you know? See how it does them.
I would have said Action Dan Panga, but we saw him pick it a while ago and it was fucking awful.
I think
Yeah,
Pango is definitely, from personal observations, Pango is struggling with
Oh,
winning.
it's the fight of a lifetime here. Kieran, block him off.
Oh, he
right
fucking
stuff.
olays him.
Oh, but he can turn this. Oh, he can turn this.
Oh,
Oh, he fucked up. Go greedy.
No,
got
Yeah,
greedy.
he got greedy. Had to save his.
Attack.
Was he trying to like queue himself up onto the high ground with that walking there, or was it? What was he trying to do when he like tucked into the corner
I
against
think
the
he's
wall?
trying to not. I think he was just trying to go on him, but I think he's a bit crap.
Yeah,
I, don't
I think
know-
you're right.
I
There.
don't
He
see
just
what
can't. He just
reason-
had to not waste snowball, right? You got to hold snowball for the trample.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. They're like AIs. They've got to like try a few things.
Yeah,
and
there's a
let it
few
work.
thousand failures first, and then it gets it.
Yeah.
Well, they're looking for jazz
pretty
hands
aggressive
here.
down bot lane.
Oh, it's another
Jesus
quick
Christ.
shot.
I reckon Dave has had stronger performances than this.
I don't know. I did see the Dave Pudge performance when you were casting with Slacks last week. It was not impressive.
It was
it
not.
0 hooks? Or was it 2?
It was 2 hooks in 10 minutes,
Yeah,
and then a third hook at 12 minutes 30 seconds.
it was
For the
unreal.
victory.
And that was not through lack of attempting it. That was just being dogged.
Besides, was Ben diving
What
the
is
tower
Ben
mid.
doing?
Just waits, gotta wait out the trample.
Oh, hey!
Fucking punch here!
Oh,
Oh,
that's
very slick. Kieran is a Tusk player, it
Oh,
has to be
and
said.
Jacobs is dead again.
Jake is not a Bristlecone player, it has to be said.
Play these days is just pretty, you know. I mean, it's not like my entire.
Okay, but that was
built around
that
Tusk.
ice shards was not doable by most people.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm complaining about Tusk.
Fair enough.
Oh, he's done it again.
He's studied this. He's definitely watched some replays.
He's watched 9.
He's watched some Tundra 9 gameplay.
Yes.
Oh, 2 denies. And deny on the money
You'd
creep.
love to see it.
Bonk.
I'm interested by the max shards. I guess that's the way to do things these days.
Well, your tag team, I don't think you normally even level at all.
Apparently
when you're
not,
winning
yeah. I saw it
just
just
'cause-
the other day and it's just not the done thing.
Yeah, tag team is only valuable when you have someone else there clicking with you.
'Cause you
So
don't
if you have a
attack
small that
speed
can
to make use
gank
of
a
it,
lot,
yeah.
it's good.
Oh,
but
here comes the man. Tusk is not great against tanky heroes, but
I don't think
he
it's
does the
good.
punch. There's some spins.
Zoe has not got boots, but does have a Vanguard, so should be fine.
Yeah, shouldn't
Radiant's
be
middle
big
tower
issues.
is under attack.
And here
I think it's a
comes
waste of time for
Ben.
Ben to even come down here. Just
Oh,
say
Reg.
Ben.
Reg dead.
Myself think.
Registered. And the team.
It looks
They
like
can
Cool Llama's
turn.
going to get
They
away
can
with
turn
this.
this. Oh no, they can't. I thought maybe they could have turned it. If he had a fat stick, he could have turned and stunned the bristle, and I think got him. Because Jake has really fucked this lane. Oh dear God.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh my days. 1. You get that money creep, you fucking idiot! That's my money!
There's another money creep in the top lane that we can keep an eye on. We'll call Llama clutch up for his AA. That should be free, actually. No one's even going to
It's
test
a
it.
haste rune on the breast.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Primal breast.
The breast. Oh, it's a hook! Just hands down.
Money creep should be going down. Yes. Plague is always like, oh, don't need the pressure.
It's fucking rough when you say that, right? I'm like calm, I'm zen, I'm counting tower hits, and you say, oh, I want this money creep. I'm like, oh, what's happening? Oh, I've lost track. And then I just miss it.
You don't not want to lose your cool either, so
There's something, I don't know, I could be
occasion.
completely relaxed in like mid-game, but in laning, I feel so much pressure, I don't know why. Mostly because in the mid-game, I've had like 10 minutes of not seeing a single hero and dodging everything.
Oh, he snowballed back in! Oh, Kieran, no!
So
Kieran was sort of hooked and then away and then snowballed back in somehow. I'm not quite sure what happened. 11-2 in favour of the Dire team. This is not looking good.
Not great from the ledge.
I mean, the CS is... They're actually like...
Devastating.
It's bad, but it's not as bad as it was in first game, for example. Like these they have actually got a chance of farming their items. But 3k lead at 10 minutes with a Sven who's only going to get bigger from here is rough.
Especially against all these melee heroes.
Yeah, I think there's also, as much as I do love the Battle Fury Ursa, I'm glad Jazz Hands does not seem to be going in this game. He needs to be active as fuck.
Yeah.
And helping his
Trouble
Tusk
again
going.
for Reg.
Big hook.
And here comes the charge. Stop. And it.
And they're both dead.
Well, this game seems pretty tied up. I of course know that these second and third games are going to be abysmal because the first game was very good and I wasn't here.
Yeah, it's a classic. You never get the good ones.
Sorry about that.
I will say this 13-2 thing. It's mostly all just the offlane feeding out their fucking minds.
I know, but there's also a 4k gold lead.
It is a
It's not
4k
like
gold
it's just
lead.
like nothing.
It's annoying that my offlane has died 9 times,
That
but
is
it's not.
9 deaths in the offlane. Like,
It's not spread out. I'm not like. It's not like every single lane has been crushed.
get the
Wow.
visibility.
I mean,
They're all going to come up here and get
is
some
now.
money. They want to get some
They've
money.
got
lane
they got a
is
sentry
now.
down. They'll see Tusker. They'll know. Yeah, they're away.
I
And
think,
another sentry.
I
and a
think
little
every
forward.
lane is an L. Maybe not as crushing as top, but every lane is certainly an L.
Yeah, they
Oh, they do find the ward though, so fair play.
Found one of them.
Cheeky
Yeah,
one
the
here,
second
though.
one's
Look
still
at
there.
this cheeky ward here.
They might find Vidicus. The hook misses. Stop. The TP's
They've got
coming
TVs
in.
coming in. Just as he's ult before the
Swap.
calls. He does get his ult off. He's tanked it all. Where's the rest of his team's CPs? Oh, they don't have them because they
No,
all
'cause
died
they
in
always
top lane the
TP to
entire
lane.
time.
Dunk.
That is sad.
And they're all
That is
trapped.
sad.
Snowball out! Oh, wait, they can't.
2 and 50. We could potentially get a 3-2-2 this game.
We actually could.
It's certainly on the cards.
I agree, Adam.
What did Adam say?
He said that if your carry misses the money creep, you're actually allowed to become toxic.
Yeah, that's fair.
He actually said encouraged. I'm fucking reporting this guy. He's missed the fucking range. The money creep twice. That's Adam.
Jassan's getting gone on again.
Oh,
Dead again.
God.
This is some game.
Science
They're
Pish
just-
Ben is huge. I think the Jacuses. Oh, they've all just walked under this vision as well.
Ward again, yeah.
I think Science Pish Ben needs to be
Here they come. They're going for Kieran. TP's coming in.
valued more
They can
highly.
get bast. Start kill bast.
Oh, they're gonna get kills here.
Actually, they can get Llama.
And
gonna
I
get
think
Llama.
mayhap Jacus
There's
needs to be ranked less
420 on the
highly.
cards now.
Look, there's a big dinosaur coming in. Fly over.
Oh, the dunk was failed. Oh, the hook was failed.
This is queue up again on Primal though. Here he goes. Good luck running away from this.
Oh,
What?
Oh,
No.
oh, what a play.
No. No.
is under attack. Dire
No!
Hey!
Oh,
Wow.
322 destroyed.
Ashwin's coaching
420
coming in
still
strong.
alive.
420
Yeah, no,
is on the cards.
Yeah, 420.
So, Tom Scott did a video the other day where he was saying he's running out of things to make videos about and he's going to stop. And he pointed out all the other channels that he has content for. And I felt bad for him because I know how it is. If you are making one kind of content and you try to make another, people don't give a shit. So, even if Tom Scott started making really cool videos about whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. So he was like, I am tired and I'm sick of traveling around the world and making videos about things. So, over the next, year or whatever, I'm going to round this year out, and then I'm going to stop and gradually just do them occasionally instead of once a week. And he was off in Canada today, and it was a really bland vid about the fact that there's this huge tidal thing in Canada. And he was like, and they don't make power here because it's just not good. And I was like, that's the vid? And that was indeed the vid.
He played in his bathtub, though. You can't say you didn't enjoy that.
Unexpectedly, I want to say, even though it was obvious, splash water over in his bathtub, but it was like, come on, Tom. You're clearly running out of ideas and passion. He's been doing it for 10 years. Poor guy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, even like a channel like Vsauce, he did fucking video a week for ages. And then it's more like a video every half year now.
Right.
And it's still fine for him because he's involved in so many other things.
This might be the 420 here. They've got the jump on Vidicus. It's it's the 420.
Yes.
Well, what else does he do?
I think he's just kind of involved in. Well, he's got his the YouTube Red show. I don't know what the the official YouTube stuff like their Netflix. He has a show on there, but I think more he's maybe behind the scenes stuff.
Okay. Because I know Tom Scott has 4 other channels. They're all like Tom Scott and Friends, and they're his pleasant but not very characterful friends, and they play games together and stuff. And it's just like I don't want to watch this, Tom. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't necessarily think that Tom Scott is the most charismatic person out there.
No, but that's my point. His videos were interesting because he found something no one had really talked about, and he sort of did a video on it, and he went to that place, and I thought that was really interesting. And the way he did it, I liked, because he was like, I'm not telling you guys that this is true, this is just what I found out here and everything. I thought he was good. Because a lot of YouTubers present stuff as fact, and he's just like, this is what they are telling me in this place. And I respect that, because a lot of YouTube stuff is just absolute fucking hot bollocks. But in terms of diversification, I don't really want anything else from his vids. Oh, hello.
Oh, maybe
they're going in here.
No, he's going out.
And that shit should not be allowed to curb that much. Fucking hell.
Well, I mean,
good silence though, but it's a H2.
Bleak's goddamn right.
Big snowball.
Punch. Nice.
I feel like if Primal Beast turns too much, he should heal over and get stunned.
Oh, Zoe. Sven is here, but they're hitting the wrong end of Bristleback.
They're actually. Jazz Hand's got so body blocked by creeps, he just left. He was like, I'm sick of this.
He's almost got that diff blade.
He does almost have diff blade, and these are not heroes that deal well with having their mana drained.
True.
So Ted, have you been seeing what's happening at my goddamn club?
QPR? No, I haven't.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, you know our manager got offered the Wolves job.
I did not.
A while. You did not know that. Well, he got offered the Wolves job, and he turned it down.
Okay.
Because, and he did all this spiel about how he's loyal to the club, and he didn't want to leave the club.
Bollocks. Yeah.
Because it was his project, and it would be silly for him to jump ship. After he brought everyone in. And now he's just jumped ship 2 months later.
To where? To Rangers.
Yeah, and Rangers is his club that he started off out as like assistant manager. So I get it, but I think that the loyalty talk has painted him in a very bad light. I do highly dislike him. I think he's a piece of shit, and I would support Celtic if they weren't all paedophiles.
Oh my, are they?
Well, I think there's stories.
You say the same thing about a lot of football clubs, I think. Crew, for example.
Probably.
My mate's a Crew.
I think Rangers like to call Celtic paedophiles and Celtic like to call Rangers racists.
Oh, cool, Llama got blown up. Holy shit. But the Crew is descending. What is that hook, Grumpy? You are a disaster, mate.
This probably has got BKB. I don't think they can kill him.
Watch as they kill him.
Oh, the call just... Now it's happened.
Actually, does not result either.
Dunk.
Look, BKB reveals are a hell of a thing.
Aren't they just?
Punch.
And this is death.
When I played Primal Beast, what amazed me was the low cooldown on all his fucking spells.
Hero's just a fucking joke. Fucking Bruno needs to sort out.
Like his ult is up again.
I think Drow is stronger than Primal Beast.
I think you are mental.
What are you talking about? Drow is so fucking broken. Have you seen the damage?
Drow is broken. It's Primal Beast is more broken.
I don't think he's more.
I think he fucking is, dude.
I feel like Primal Beast is countered by quite a lot of shit. And he doesn't do that much damage in a bad game. Drow feels like she does a shit ton of damage every game.
So, what is his highest cooldown spell?
I mean, it's got his ult's like 35 seconds.
It's 28 seconds at level 2. It's 24 seconds at max level. 24 seconds. What is that? What is that? Trample is up every 16 seconds. Onslaught, 16 seconds. But the combo is too much. And I think the issue is that decent players... Like, this is the issue when you talk about what he's like for good players. You can't beat him in lane. He just stomp, 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 stomp. And because they know what they're doing, it's just a one lane. This hero just wins the lane a super fucking hard. And then he just never stops, and it's just GG.
That's exact.
Because you can't lose a lane.
I reckon Ricky Plus 5 can take him. That's what I'm saying. I want Ricky Plus 5s in big
I don't want
pick in
Ricky
my
Plus
games.
5 to do anything.
Dude, the hero is so fucking broken, the Ricky Plus 5.
I mean, if Snaking and Topson and guys like that are playing this shit in serious games, it's over. The hero's going to get nerfed. Bring it on.
Yeah, it was Blitz on Cap's podcast talking about their Team Liquid's performance at TI, saying that Topson on Primal Beast was the strongest like hero player combo he'd ever seen. Like he'd never seen anything like that of how hard Topson could carry on Primal Beast. And I was like, yeah, that does seem to make sense.
I think it's insane that he's not on a big team. I guess he's just so content with 2 TI wins.
Well, he moved to SCA for his family, right?
Right. But so his family lives in C?
Yeah, I think so. His wife is.
Oh, because of his
Malaysia,
wife. Okay.
I think.
I just think. I mean, he's obviously
not a great region as the Fuzzy Gate.
We played so many pubs there. It's so fucking funny. We got dumpstered so hard.
Man, I'm just looking at these net worths. It's just not. It's not pretty.
This game is getting pretty dull.
Yeah, well, they just have this fucking.
Before.
They have this Bristerback that once again thinks he has to be a hero rather than a Wraith Pack buyer. And if he was just a Wraith Pack buyer, he'd be 1,000 times more effective than going for an Axe.
So
no Wraith Packs equally on. Oh wait, there's a Wraith Pack happening on Zozo.
Yeah.
I believe that's a stream style.
If we look at the top esports earners, Topson has made $5.6 million. Obviously, No-Tail is number 1 with $7 million. If I was Topson and I turned up, played 2 TIs, won them both, what is keeping me going? What is keeping me thinking I've got to keep going? Because presumably he had a life before he was a professional Dota player. He was happy enough. Then he wins 2 TIs. becomes Chadson, is
Oh,
a
God.
multi-millionaire, and just
I mean,
thinks,
what keeps
why
anyone
should I
going?
play?
I mean, why would Ronaldo keep playing until he's like fucking 40?
Well, true, but I think the difference is that if you're a football player, you have the continual adoration of the crowd. And I think that does fuel you and gives you that ego. And also, you want to break records and things for a sport like that where... And the sponsorship deals you get are worth so much money that you're thinking, geez, if I do another couple of seasons, I can get another 20 million out of Nike or whoever.
I mean, in a way, Thompson's TI victories are probably in no way as fulfilling as a person who's tried for 8 years to win TI. Like, he just sort of turned up on the scene, did the job. It probably felt good, but he didn't have the, like, I've tried and failed like for 10 years to do this.
But do you think that that then perhaps meant that he didn't feel the need to keep going, if you like? They are losing this fight!
Jazz has his ulti as well. He can kill everyone here. Apart from Science Ben, of course, who can charge to freedom.
Can he?
Close.
Why is Llama running? He can kill everything.
He's no beekeeper. He'll just get stunned, won't he? Oh, unless he goes on the
Why
first
did you not stun?
He mask of
Jazz
madness.
come on, mate. Don't be a pussy. Get in there.
What the fuck?
Right,
They're
too much
down
of a coward.
3 heroes.
I think the thing is they're not getting like the picks they actually need, right? This Primal Beast is living, Sven is living. They're getting Pudge and Axe. It's like, who cares?
Really far behind. They're chatting about the ulti on the field. That happened in this fight too.
Yeah, he could stream. Thompson could stream. And the sponsorships you get from streaming and stuff like that. I guess it's like I'll be honest with you. I don't think that the life of a professional Dota player is a glamorous one. It is an awful lot of grind, traveling around, staying in hotels for months of the year, and playing in tournaments where you might turn up, qualify, go through the whole rigmarole of traveling, and then not make the final and end up making barely any money, and you're like, Jesus Christ, what am I doing? Like, in a way, if you've made more money than most people will make in their life in your early 20s, he could go do whatever he wants, and if he streams Dota, he's going to make bank off that. Just to keep the bills ticking over and everything. I mean, he could sit on that money. He could buy a house, stick all that money in a nice high-interest account, and live very comfortably the rest of his days. And he doesn't need to go and live like a lot of Dota players do. Let's look at a lot of the... Look at EG before they got disbanded, right? They spent a long time, no offense, Ashwin, not fucking winning anything.
I'm taking no offense on
Literally
EG.
not winning fucking anything. That is hard. Fantasy points,
It's hard, but
sadly,
it's made easier when the players are earning like 6 figures.
I don't think they're making that much. I mean, if you're talking about per month, then probably they're making good money. But if you're making 100 grand a year, or 120 grand a year, or even 130 grand a year, if you compare that to the amount of money that you'd make if you did actually well in a couple of tournaments, it fades. And your career is a short one.
It does, but there's no. I mean, you know, they're comfortable.
For the time being. But if I made that kind of money at a young age, I'd be then thinking, what am I going to do for the next 40 years? And what is someone like Sumail or Artur? What are they going to do post-EG and post-esports if they haven't won all that money? It's such a gamble. Same with footballers. The gamble is, I've made, oh my god, I think Ben wants to perish.
That's exactly.
I mean, you could say. I mean, it's pretty likely that they'll just find something else in esports to do. I mean, all these like StarCraft lads who you know, no one fucking plays. Well, not that many people play that anymore. They found something else to do. They moved on to a different game.
I don't think they can move on to another game. I really don't. I mean, what do the StarCraft lads move on to in terms of games? Wow, that Venge. I don't know if you needed to do that, my friend.
It's the shortest range never swap I've ever seen.
Yeah, nether swap 2 feet. Has 3 smokes on the Venge, by the way.
Oh, she's ready for the time when someone else tells her to organise a smoke. There is one thing that I find quite funny, that the people who buy smokes in our games never seem to be the ones who want to say, let's smoke, you know? They just kind of have them to have them, just in case someone else decides for them. But Roche will go down. Jazz hands going Bastion before BKB, so ensuring that if there's ever a good fight, he'll win it, but he can't win bad fights.
Yeah. So people saying the StarCraft to MOBA pipeline is pretty easy. That may be the case, but if I played StarCraft professionally for 5
Give me a
years,
big fight here.
I don't think I can make a switch. Oh, they get it, and Ben is going to kill Jazz Hands here as well, potentially. That is a very low Ursa. Guess what? Charge is up in a sec.
He has his ult on Jazz Hands.
Oh, hello, he's cut him off.
Oh!
Oh!
Vidicus tanking the gang for his
Vidicus,
carry.
well played.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, if your entire life is about making money, then maybe if you want a load of money,
Most people's are.
Bottom tower is under
You got a job, don't you?
Radiant's
Yeah, I know, but it's.
You spend
I
most
think
of your
I-
time doing it?
Radiant's middle
But
tower
I want
is
to be
falling.
doing other things.
Oh,
that
everybody wants to be doing other things.
I know, but you know, if I think if I had enough money to not work, I wouldn't be bored.
I'm not saying he's going to be bored. I'm just saying, what does Thompson do next? If essentially he's reached a point where he doesn't need to play Dota anymore, is he going to be interested in spending? Because it's like a year commitment on the road, all the rest of it. Is that something that's going to interest Thompson when he's already won it all?
Well, like I said, I don't think I'm not in his head. I have no idea.
Of course.
But I think he still has the drive. It's not like it was
I hope so.
a big crescendo when he won TI. It was just sort of, oh, I guess this is happening.
Oh, I mean, I'd love to think that players like Thompson are going to stick around because he's
I
a
mean,
wonderful player.
players like Noto, I get it. I mean, they've been through it all.
Right.
Been through the highs, the lows. They've won everything.
Radiant's top
It,
tower.
you know, there's not much more you can experience. I get it for them, but Thompson is just, you know, he hasn't experienced that much in the grand scheme of things when it comes
I agree.
to pro notes.
I'm just saying, I worry that quite a few of these players are gonna tap out and be like, well, that's me done, because what else is there to
Radiant's
achieve?
top tower is falling. Radiant's top barracks are under
I don't think that many people have done that, to be honest. Or they've just sort of faded off into obscurity. They've tried and they've just sort of faded off into obscurity.
Cool Llama might go down there.
Yeah, he's got ages, doesn't he? No, he doesn't.
No,
No,
he lost
he
ages in
died.
the last fight. Might kill Silence with Ben as well if Jake was paying any attention. What was... What? Oh!
That swap and everything, just
He just
unbelievable.
wasn't paying attention. They were too busy admiring the fight.
Well, they did get a melee Rax for that.
They did, but they didn't use any buybacks on Radiant, and they killed the actual core they need to kill. But they're
Let's
just
check
so
the old
poor.
fight
They're
recap.
so poor.
A little bit of money, a little bit of XP, but they're 20k behind. I would have called it by now if I was in this game.
I don't know. I think they still got chances. Weirdly enough, it's just Tusk can just blow someone up, and that changes the game. Can change the game.
The problem is they just don't have BKBs. All three cores no BKB. They can't fight ever.
Dire's middle
Like
tower is
you
under
saw
attack.
this last fight. Tusk went in. He was too slow to snowball and just died.
Yeah.
You had a BKB, you can actually do something. But
They need
and the
them.
same for Jazz Hands. Like Jazz Hands has to press ulti at the start of every single fight, or he dies immediately, and then his ult runs out and he dies anyway.
Yeah.
Just you gotta have the fucking BKB.
You
Like,
leave the
don't-
lanes this hard, that's kind of what happens.
Yeah, just don't buy this Bastion next time, right? Just get the BKB so you have
Yeah, you
impact
need
in a fight.
Like, in terms of control, you know, they just basically need to, if they can blow up one hero and save the Venge swap for, like, whoever Sven goes on or something like that, then they've got some potential there. Or swap the axe out when he calls, something like that. I haven't seen many good swaps out of Vidicus, which makes me think, why'd you pick this hero? Like, Venge, unless you get the Ags, is just kind of a meh support.
It's also, I think Sir Reginald has not helped with warding at all this game. Because if you look, they have the exact same net worth, and then you look at Vidicus's items, he has a Void Stone towards an Aether Lens. Reg has a full fucking 4-star and Glimmer Cape. So Reg has not bought a single bit of Sentry or Ward the entire game.
Right.
Just leaving his poor bench to do it.
Well, Reg had to get a 4-star and a Glimmer, so...
Meanwhile, on this side, Grumpy Node has an Ags, and Bassmaster has a Force and a fucking Aeon disc.
So if OG go down the route of making another new team, I think if they made an OG NA team, that might be quite fun. Because
It would be.
I think the NA region needs more teams. The problem is there are no orgs willing to pick up NA teams because, quite frankly, it's a dogshit region. Like, there's not enough teams, they can't get sponsorship, there's not enough players, there's not the new players coming in. They're calling on a much smaller player base because it's less popular in North America than it is in Europe, right? Dota, you can call in a whole bunch of players in Europe and stuff, whereas in NA, they're really struggling. That's why EG had to go get the South American lineup. It's the future of American Dota is South American Dota.
Indeed. It doesn't help when EG is now a league team as opposed to a sport team.
This is something that people in chat right now. If OG has a second team, I'm correct in saying they can't have both teams go to TI, right?
No, they can't. They just have to, like... The team can still go to TI, they just can't represent OG.
They would drop them just before.
Yeah, just before TI, yeah.
And whichever team they drop would then win TI. That's how it would have to work. They would be like, they've been snubbed. OG thinks that OG Europe is going to win. It's OG versus NA in the grand final. That would be amazing.
By 2030, it's just OG for every team.
Well, smoke coming in here. They're going to find Leviticus.
Oh my god!
Wow! Wow!
That's a 1200 HP hero.
Wow!
What was he doing?
Dying.
Just
where
tanking the
was
gang.
he going?
Okay, BKB on... Not that it matters, because he's lead hooked.
Oh, but for some reason... Oh, he's been taunted. I was wondering why his face...
The Global Science was late. Ursa's dead.
This is trouble. Slam, 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 bonk.
Call it, you fucking idiots!
Don't worry, they got one more fight with Viticus and Sir Reg. They'll be the ones who win the game. We're all big questions about why Reg didn't Global Silence, like, the second his pressure back gets hooked, and maybe save his life.
Have you played with Reg?
He actually cast Arcane Curse before Global Silence, really making sure the Q got value.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Really wanted them to have the 1.5 times slow and damage effects before saving his Bristle.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
I mean, you know, we're pinning a lot of hopes on TSM, who got dropped by FTX, of course, and Nouns. Those are like the two NA teams.
You know, I can only hope that it would breed some level of competition.
I don't think it will. I think a lot of North Americans, expensive country to live in, are gonna go, well, that's pro Dota for me. I'm gonna go do something else. Like, it's a damn shame. But if you were a North American video game player, would you choose Dota at this point? Probably not. Look at all these bounty
If it was quite easy to win the region or get a good place.
Yeah, it's potential, but I guess the issue is you can win your region in the DPC, and then what do? You go to a tournament and finish last, like, time and time again. It's kind of rough. However,
you can get any prize money finishing last.
I don't think you do.
But
CIS Dota is the future. They've got all the, like, 16-year-old children sitting in CIS. They've got all the like 16-year-old kids who play Dota 14 hours a day.
Get the Smurfers out there, I'm telling you. They need to find the numero uno account booster and get him on a team. Team boosters, just get all the account boosters.
I think, like, OG poached BZM, right, from the CIS region. Secret took Crystallis. There's, like, a big thing where you pick up some Russian superstar to round out your team.
Right. NA pubs are apparently literally, I think Fogged was telling me, maybe I can't remember, one of the other NA players was telling me, it's literally all South American players. Like 80% of the people in your games are SA players. Because there's not a big enough ping difference and they want to be able to queue into more servers, just like the Russians do for EU West. They queue into those servers so they get a game quicker. There's so many of them.
Quick ones.
There's a silence.
I think Silence was kind of wasted. But they are going to
Might
try and focus down...
Llama.
No, the taunt onto the Ursa.
Call it.
Please, someone type GG. Please.
It's 15 to 47. It's a 32k lead. I reckon with one more fight they could take it.
Thank you.
Yes,
Jazz
yes, hands.
Oh.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire victory.
Yeah, I mean, NA has for the last fucking like 5 years, you know, it's been the dog shit reason, I guess, along with like SA. But you can still pull out a random tournament placement every now and then. Could hope for more of those.
Well, XEG might stay together as well, right? Because
Yeah, I think I think the core of XEG is staying together as far as.
Because I think the story from what Crit said was EG didn't like fire them. It's just they disagreed over like wage negotiations, and so the players quit. I think is how it went, or something like that. So it wasn't like EG saying no, we never want to play in NA again. It's just they didn't want to pay as much as they were, which is sort of fair enough.
I mean, also that team was not winning anything, so
yeah, exactly.
Fair
No.
enough. Ari,
but-
I don't see how you're thinking Bulgaria is a CIS team when they're in the EU, brother. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh man, did you see the SA team announcement for EG10?
No. Oh no, I did. Well, it's like a super team.
The graphic was abysmal. Like I don't know what they're doing. Do they not realize that like pretty much their biggest product is Dotes? Like, is no one paying attention?
Is it?
I mean, it should be. I mean, it's probably been replaced because all the Dota fans are quit at this point. But it's I mean, it definitely was for the longest time, and definitely during the time where they neglected it.
I didn't see the graphic. I did see the announcement video where they were all going. They were announcing their names and stuff like that. I mean,
the other thing I heard was that the first time they put the tweet up, they put the wrong person's face on one of the SA players, and they had to hurriedly delete it and remake the graphic with the right SA player.
Goodness.
What an embarrassment of an org.
I just think they've got such a big brand at this point, Evil Geniuses, that I don't.
Well, I mean, from what I understand now is that the old CEO and management that included like Phil and stuff like that. They like were traded out for the new management like 3 years ago. So
Which
basically,
I can't remember
like
the name of the guy who set it up. Alex.
Yeah, I can't.
Garfield.
Alex Garfield and In Control Robinson, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
But yeah,
Victor Goosens is Liquid, right? And I think Team Liquid has been such a good brand. It's such a good brand for such a long time. I think I'm glad to see them doing well. They've got a good team, and I think that they have managed to assemble a really fucking good team to watch and a really fucking likable team. Like I think they're just the nicest dudes. Liquid. This current Liquid.
There you go, Ted,
really
mate.
good.
I really like the 4 Bienvenidoses because they just didn't know what else to put there. But you know, it's just that would take me. I'm not a trained graphical designer, nor do I do it that often. That would take me the best part of like 5 minutes to do.
Yeah, that's dog shit, isn't it? I mean, they didn't even do a tweet to like they just said goodbye to our NA roster for the NA roster. Yeah, that's the font is MS Paint default font. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it's just Calibri or Arial Black or something like that.
Wow. Yeah,
God bless them.
That's weak.
They just stuck a couple fucking blue and green hues on the photo, zoomed in, bosh some paint on there. 4 Bienvenidos. Yeah, send it, mate.
Send it. Police
so
in
we
Europe.
will be seeing some lovely repeats here. In order to make up the numbers.
Myers versus Hellboy. Well, we should be done by 10:30 here, boys. I'm just going to pop to the loo. Let me know when it's over.
Mia Khalifa International Stadium. Who is Mia Khalifa International Stadium? That's a fucking great name.
Is that like a like a reference to the World Cup or something?
It's Kazakh.
Savage or not savage? No, that's no. Savage.
Oh yeah, supposed to do awards for the last game. MVP
Awards?
Ben,
Oh, I see.
LVP Jake. Go again. Go next.
Yeah, okay. Let's have a quick chat. I think. Yeah,
It has to
Ben's
be
been pretty
LVP
good.
Jake. I refuse to believe the Wrestleback picker
Yeah,
is not LVP.
no, it has to be LVP Jake. Yeah, I think you should. I mean, you can also diss on Reg. Lane was a
Yeah, that's true. The
diabolical
off lane is the LVP and diss on.
I think I maybe would on Zozo be some game.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
okay.
fair. On Zozo and MVP.
You got that, Harry? He
Primal
probably doesn't,
Breast.
but we're not repeating it. Go back and watch
You
it.
can watch back the VOD.
Bienvenidos.
But teams don't really need to. Actually, I guess that when the Ross lock happens, their teams get published, right? So they do. If they want to have a hype announcement, they got to announce it before. The Ross lock.
I mean, yeah. I've probably been like a bit harsh, but there is a difference between.
Are we short of players here?
There's a difference
Yeah, we're
between
doing
like
repeats.
sort of like not going all out for your announcements. I get that, but like it's pretty poor. It's pretty poor what they do. This is like a hype new era in like at least your top 2 esports.
Rogan is determined to have Eri want to fucking die. He says, "Ask when is the Goon Pro Circuit?"
Goon Pro Circuit.
Yeah, whatever. Mia Khalifa International.
International Stadium.
I see.
Where are the players?
We got enough, just about.
Well, Jake is returning for round 2.
Myers is in for round 2.
Good old Chrono's here. Cpt.Myers, Epic Doom.
And then it's Vidicus and Jazz Hands, the brethren from the bottom lane, split apart into the game 3.
Because Mondays is a bit of a rough day. But
So
what can be done?
As long as we don't lose by 4-0 against Wales, we're through. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
but I'm
true.
not going to be happy with a nil 3 defeat, you know.
To be fair, if we lose,
I'm not going to
if
be
we
like,
lose
well,
3-0,
we're
I
through,
think-
you
I
know.
think
I'm
Wales
delighted with the
might go
team's
through as
performance.
well.
I
I mean, providing the US doesn't win, I'm down for Wales going through. Like,
if
I
we
think
could both go
Wales
through,
is
that
the
would be fine.
only other home. Well, there's only 4 of them, but it's the only other home nation that I'd actually like to see do well.
My ideal World Cup would be that England, Scotland, Ireland, Wales, and Northern Ireland all make it. We all have to play each other, and we all somehow go through. And we all get into the final and share it. That would be great. But
I don't
then
think that'd
England
be
wins
great.
a coin flip to win the whole thing outright. We just have to toss a coin at the end somehow. And they're all super sad about it. That would be good.
That would be the worst World Cup ever.
No,
Just
it'd be
imagine
amazing.
a stadium full of fucking British fans.
Yeah, it's literally the grand final, and everyone gets there. The teams come out, all the fans are there, the refs come out, they do all the pre-match stuff, and they just flip a coin, and then everyone goes home. That would be incredible.
They've got to hold it somewhere dog shit as well. Like.
Yeah, it's in Australia, so everyone has to suddenly go to Australia. World Cup was in France. We're all going to go to Australia for the grand final.
I'm not sure Wales had a golden generation. Do you mean 2 players? Does that count as golden generation?
Golden generation of Welsh players. Who are they talking about?
Just Bale and Ramsey, and that's it.
Prophet Screwfix, give me your 11 of the Welsh golden generation. Unless you're talking about like Mark Hughes era, like that kind of stuff. Joe Allen? Calm down, guys. All right? Joe Allen was I mean, they were a solid team, but you wouldn't call that a golden generation. You hope the Aussies do well? I think they're fucked, aren't they?
They did lose one and draw one. No, did they win one? No, they did win one. I think
I
they won.
was cheering for the Canadians a bit. So I'm
Oh,
kind of
I was
sad
rooting
that
for Canada.
So that's gone.
they
gone well,
got
isn't it?
dumpstered.
No.
But they played like
They
like,
played admirably. Well
played to
done,
win, you know?
Canada.
They did. As my second nation, Canada, I was really rooting for them, but they just couldn't pull it out. They had this one lad. He was either up front or wide right. Fucking lightning quick. He scared the Oppo. You could see they were worried about him both times they played. And I was like, Bournemouth, sign this lad up. But we won't. You know what was funny? See Junior Hoylett still playing for Canada.
He's still playing. He's like 38 or something.
He's 32.
He's 32?
He's
Oh,
only
he's not.
32.
Much younger than I thought.
Yeah, because I remember him at QPR for years.
Yeah, I do. He was another pacey lad. Just gets down the wing.
But invariably, every
Hands the
time
ball in.
he can even see the goal, he's going to shoot. And maybe once or twice a season it goes in. But in a World Cup, you can't be living like that. Jonathan David, he plays for Bayern. Oh, fair enough. You don't have to put a fucking ellipsis to me, sir. Just say he plays for Bayern Munich. You don't need a ... at the end of it.
There's only 2 dots. Maybe
Yeah, but he just didn't type the
mistake.
third. He plays for Bayern Munich ... That's what that was going to be.
So if the Aussies, if they draw against Denmark,
If they got Denmark, yikes.
who did Denmark beat Tunisia? Was that a 0-0?
I thought that was a 0-0, but I know that
So if Australia beat Denmark, they go through. They definitely go through.
Denmark looked decent.
Draw.
Who did Denmark lose to? I'm trying to remember who it was they
France.
lost to. Yeah, France. But they looked good. They could have drawn or won that game. It was close.
Yeah.
France just had a bit of quality. Football World Cup scores and fixtures tables. So Poland, so Argentina and Saudi Arabia. So if Saudi Arabia beat Mexico and Argentina beat Poland, they go through.
Mexico's form. Also, as far as I'm aware, Saudi Arabia actually played pretty well against Poland.
They
and
actually
got a bit unlucky.
Yeah, they did. They did.
So I think there's every possibility. That would be great. I mean, not repping the Saudi Arabian, government situation.
Right.
But
look, it's a sports event.
Yeah, but
we're looking at
I
the
do like
football
to see
team.
the underdogs get involved.
Of course.
Radiant team pick.
assassin.
10 seconds remaining.
What does that
5
mean by
seconds
Sydney?
remaining.
I'm trying to decipher.
What does what mean?
Saudi played some heavy metal, get stuck in ball.
I think he's just saying they were a very physical team. So
Right.
heavy metal gets stuck in.
Get stuck in. Oh, there's commas missing.
Yeah, no, it's not commas. It's hyphens.
No.
Hyphens
Yeah.
is what's missing.
Radiant team ban.
Second
Boo!
rude.
Team ban.
You get race backed on this hero and she doesn't die, apparently, is the deal, I believe.
Yeah, you go the talents for like the bonus damage on spiderlings and just bonus health and spiderlings, shit like that, and the spiderlings just become unkillable with the Wraithback.
Radiant team ban.
But who plays it?
I had probably the
I think
least
NPR,
time
right?
I've played
NPR is a
playing
verified
fucking
good offlane player.
Brood Mother. I
Team
found
ban.
it very shit.
Nice jump,
And then I
Alistair.
basically just vowed not to play my
Goosey91 just
computer
resubbed
anymore.
for 95 months. Happy 95-year
I've already got
anniversary,
time for
Ted.
my pro.
Hope you are keeping well. Lots of love, Goosey XOXO.
10 seconds remaining.
Goosey with the 95.
5 seconds remaining.
Saw Goosey buy a greyhound the other day, or I don't really know how greyhound racing works, but he was standing next to a greyhound looking pretty proud.
Radiant team ban.
Brood counters.
Just Ted Earthshaker. Oh, it's banned. Damn. They banned.
They've already got rid of the Ted Earthshaker.
What's wrong with Ted Earthshaker?
There's nothing wrong with Ted Earthshaker
10
apart from most of the
team
things.
ban.
I'll have you know, I've delivered lane after lane of glorious farm for my POS 3. Never goes commented on.
Apart from when it's Pango. I feel like every Pango Earthshaker lane to exist has gone poorly.
I did one with Bob. So it's
10
rough
seconds
because you need, like, I was thinking about this the other day.
5 seconds.
And the times when
remaining.
it's worked is you have an offlaner who is either too hard to kill
Dire team pick.
for them to bother with, and you can just fisher them off and they can't do
Radiant
shit. Or
Tide
you have an
hunter.
offlaner who can also harass the enemy. And normally your POS 3 just wants to farm. Something like Tide might work because essentially he's obnoxious enough to farm against, and he can get farm, and he can go farm the camps as well and all the rest of it. But the way I see it
10 seconds
as a
remaining.
POS 4, the impact that you can have as Earthshaker is so
5
good
seconds
that it's kind of
remaining.
worth persisting with. And I really want the Arcana. Like, I know that there are better POS 4s I could pick, but I am
Radiant
like
team
80 points away from the Arcana unlock for the type 2 Arcana on Earthshaker. I don't know what it is. But, I mean, Echo Slam is just so much fun. I just love playing the hero. But yes, I realize that there are better POS 4s.
I think your biggest issue by far is you don't really know how to like demand
10
farm for
seconds
yourself. So your
remaining.
blinks are always
Well,
really,
sometimes,
really
unless the
late.
game's gone really well, yeah.
5
But the issue
seconds
is that
remaining.
quite often, it's like, I need time to go farm, and I'll say, I need to get this blink, and people are like, well, let's just take this fight first. And it's like, I don't want to be the guy who's like, no, I refuse. And sometimes, genuinely, it does work. Like with the old stroll in Echo sometimes works, you know, against certain lineups, it's okay. But he's not that slow at farming. Once you get a few levels, like a Fisher and a couple of totems, and that's a camp gone. So you can get there, and you can farm a wave really quickly with the extra Fisher damage and stuff like that. So you can get there, but you know, it's just it is hard. And I think sometimes if you're behind and you're still waiting on this blink, then it feels even fucking worse. But the thing is, it is nice to be a POS 4 where we're
10
thinking
seconds
once we
remaining.
get blink on hour 4, things will change for us. Like a lot of 4s that
5
you play,
seconds
just that
remaining.
wouldn't be the case. You wouldn't be waiting on an item for a 4. And it's not like he's useless up to that
Radiant
point. It's just
team
you
back.
know that there's more to come. And I quite like having a POS 4 who's got that potential.
It's rare a hero makes Primal Beast look very diddy, but
It's also because they are. It is a V, right? So if they're stood next to each other,
it is, but it's just
It
kind
would
of
look
funny
more-
that
but it is funny how
it looked like
huge
a little
Tide
child.
is.
10 seconds remaining.
Primal Beast is so big, his head is in Tide's face. Like in his arm, I should say.
seconds
Having said that, so
Yeah.
is Nyx's shoulder. What a video game. Broodmother just clipping through clock. Nobody's concerned about any of these things. I mean, that I'm going in as an old clip. That must be from 2016. I want to say.
One of the few good plays.
Such
that
a
has
such a lie. There've been like 2, maybe 3.
been played.
This is green screen era. This is a long time back.
Oh, I got popped.
I'm fucking going in.
and it still has Cine yes heading.
Oh my god, gameplay.
Dire team back.
Oh my god, I'm going in, he says. It's just ginormous.
Dusted.
I can bait.
How close are you, Rex?
I don't even have.
I like
blinker.
that
Oh, I
Cine's
got
getting all the
popped.
flack for the
Fucking
yes
going in.
head. I'm definitely a partaker in the yes.
You're
head.
an enjoyer.
And I
of the
think
yes
I
head.
think I probably did it a lot more than Gibson originally. Gibson now just is in a yes head enjoyer.
He does enjoy it. Look
I
how
just-
much
I
What
just
did
kind of
Greg
do it.
say? It
I
made
do
me
it for
laugh
everything.
so much. What was it? It was like,
10 seconds remaining.
what was it?
He's leaking. He's leaking.
He said that game was he was talking about Cine. He said Head could get a last hit and you'd cheer him on. That was what Greg said.
It's just
Oh,
good
it made me
fun.
laugh.
It's just good fun.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Like I stun someone that's obviously stunnable. Yes, Ted. It's like, all right, I'm not 4. Come on.
I love doing it on your slams on
I know.
Very Dead Heroes.
Yeah. Well, I do that because I want the money. That's how you get the money. Or if I fucking hate the hero. Someone that's been annoying us.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, what do I last pick
Yeah,
Five
for
seconds remaining.
Radiant?
What do you last pick?
What do I last pick?
Is you're in control here.
Because you're looking for a POS 1. I think it's maybe Ursa.
Team pick.
Maybe Ursa.
Ursa's certainly not
Dire
bad.
team pick.
It's Wraith King.
It's Wraith King.
Pretty hard doing against Undying, but you know they do.
It's
what
pretty
they've
hard
been
for Wraith
doing.
King to play this game of Dota.
And then therefore I would pick.
The good news is that they have Brood to create a lot of space.
Sure.
Seconds remaining.
I think this is an out there pick because of
5
Necro, but I think
seconds
Terrorblade is
remaining.
maybe okay.
It's an
I think it gives you
interesting
the push that you really need a hero that hits fucking
one. Do
towers,
you
right?
think the Goons will play TB?
No, they won't. But I think I would be okay playing TB this game. I would also maybe flinch away from it because of Necro Sky. It is scary, but
What's a simpler hero?
Why would you want to play
Jug.
TB this game?
The lads are going to pick Jug. They don't.
TB lanes really well against Broodmother, and he crushes Wraith King in team fights.
But you've
with
got
Skadi.
Skywrath and Necro.
Choose
Weave?
your hero.
What?
I don't like Weaver.
What?
I do not
Weaver
like
at all.
Weaver.
That is insane.
So
But they-
my issue with TB is that you've got loads of magic damage in the game, and I just think he's going to struggle.
Well, the thing I'm looking at is their mobility on Radiant is really bad, and I like playing TB and heroes like that, and Drow in particular as well, against heroes with low mobility. So even though they have counters, I can see where they're coming from. It's very obvious. The only thing I have to worry about is clock. Like, as long as I can keep track of where clock is, I don't have to care about Sky and Necro, because I'm just going to watch them walk at me, and I can play against them.
Yeah, maybe.
So when they have things like Quap and Storm, then it's a lot harder. But like the lane would be hard. Brood to Sky. I don't know. I think it's just a very good matchup against Wraith King as well. It's made me tempted, but what I would not pick is Weaver. I would.
No, I don't think that was on any of our minds. Also, Jakus back in redemption arc for Jakus. It's a short
Or
redemption
2
arc.
LVPs in 2 games.
Yeah, can he manage it?
We also have a Myers Necrophase, which I'm sure is going to perform terribly.
I used to play a lot of Weaver, oddly enough. He was a fun hero, but yeah, I wouldn't have picked him here. Oh! What's over? Who's gonna be last? Bang! It's a giant spider. Boo!
Boo.
In sync. What up, guys?
So, you know this whole Sui thing for Ronaldo? Is it
Prepare
ironic?
for battle.
Is it ironic because he's dog shit now, or what?
As in the Sui stuff. I mean, Sui is like a meme because like it's meant to be Sue, but
What do you mean it's meant to be Sue?
Is in when Ronaldo when people intend to say it properly, it's Sue, not Sui. It's for some reason it's spelled SUI.
What does it mean? What does Sue mean?
It just means, so as far as I'm aware, this is going to complicate things even more. It's not actually meant to be Sue. It's just meant to be C, like yes, but said in a really deep voice.
Like Sue,
so it's just,
like that.
Yeah, pretty much like that. So it's just meant to be yes,
30 seconds
which is not that exciting. But you know, that's his celebration or whatever. The Sui stuff I think comes from the YouTube streamer iShowSpeed.
So what I don't understand is like he's not well liked at the moment, but people are still doing the Sue meme because Man U fans don't like him, and he kind of shat all over his club and basically got fired. I just find it interesting that it's still a
The
meme.
battle begins.
I mean, it's just something people saying it.
Fair. Is this a rude?
It is pretty funny though. Just
It's
saying
not
it.
rude. It's mid.
Not a Marood. I think it's a macro.
So we've got Myers versus Hellboy. All right. Okay, I'm all in on Dire.
And we also have this poor fucking Weaver in the top lane.
Chrono with only 3 mangoes. For shame. Look at these webs! God, they're so bonkers looking.
That
Yeah,
is
pretty
a strange
spooky.
one.
That's the. Is this a new item for?
I
Brood,
think it's
green?
the. I guess
No.
it's not Arcana, but it's
The
something.
limbs of Lycos.
I mean, the
Lycos
limbs just look so weird. It's like he's walking about
Dire's
on like
courier has
stilts or something.
It is weird.
Got high heels on.
Bruno! Sort it out!
Mother says no.
Yes, Chrono. Goon Special Forces Extraordinaire Chrono.
You know, I think if he, a few levels of Heartstopper, I know Gregory always complains when he has to play a beefy hero mid against Necro.
Greg is just kind of annoyed playing anything mid.
Yeah, that's true.
He
Oh,
does.
but it's
He is a bit of a winner.
Not fucking Necro, oh, mate!
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
pretty
it's like
much whatever he's
he
playing.
doesn't like give up with his hatred. He gets to inspire him, you know. If Greg wasn't tilted, he'd be half the player he normally is.
Right, well done, Vidicus. That was actually.
But he's never
pretty
not
good.
tilted, so
We can't actually test this hypothesis, but I choose to
No.
believe it.
So Vidicus did the right thing by zoning out Jazz Hands from stopping the pull, but then gave up on it and just stood there and let Nyx walk up and re-pull the creeps.
I'm still a bit traumatized from Toffee's clock.
Yeah, that was. I've seen Plague angry a lot of times. He wasn't even angry. It was just like
I was livid.
But he'd just given up. I mean, Plague was just like, all right. He was just laughing.
The problem is
It
we
was so
almost
boring.
gave ourselves hope in that game. There was a
Yeah,
moment where
yeah.
I was doing a lot of damage to their heroes, and they were
Yeah.
playing badly, and then we just fucking lost. Makes
Well,
it feel even worse. I was like,
Aegis, pretty much as
yeah,
well.
they got Aegis. I mean, there was a lot of things I was annoyed about that game. I have to say, Ashton, one of them was the Nature's Prophet mid. Like, that annoyed me a little bit.
Well,
we couldn't get anything going when he got his
hero
orchid.
that went
It
with
was
Drow
not
kind
great.
of nicely.
Yeah, I get the idea, but I think SF kind of wrecked
Why
it.
are they wasting their time here? What are you guys doing?
I mean, the SF lane was pretty much only for just because it wasn't like the matchup. I just got really close. Like he
Everybody's
was one click
wasting
away.
time here, Bob.
He was one click away. I died. He got both runes. It was just like the worst scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'm just gonna keep asking for the last pick. I think
that's fine.
That's the because that makes me happy, you know. Then at least I get the last pick, and it's only because I'm a bit like Cindy that I don't care what hero you pick, but if you get last pick for it, I'm like expecting something really fucking
Right.
spicy.
Not last pick. Was it last pick offlane Meepo or?
No, that was not
If
last
that was
pick.
a bad
that was
game
a last
as well.
pick Meepo. I'd never play with Cindy again. That was at least a second place Meepo pick.
Yeah, and then they picked Lesh.
They picked Lesh, yeah.
Red0 @_K just gifted 5 subs.
Oh, thank you for the gift subs.
How many?
5.
5?
Yeah.
Fuck it up your game.
Not
man.
I'm saying thank you.
It's not like
Well-
I mean play get anything out of this.
Yeah, that's true.
Although we
No, I
should.
just kind of find it really funny to like sell out for like 30 seconds, you know,
I
and
think
really
selling
push
out
people to
is
sub.
good.
It's just
It
I'd never actually do it.
usually
If I had my own
works
stream,
well.
I'd never do it in a million years.
No,
It'd be
I don't.
incredibly cringy. But on this stream, I find it really
Nice
funny
job,
just bully
Alistair.
people into
It's not
subbing.
like
Doom
cringe,
20
bro. I
just
do it
resubbed
all the
for
time.
20
It's good
months.
fun. Just you know, if you're here watching the stream, why not start?
What a fascinating.
Hey guys,
fight this
if you
is,
just
Bob.
check on the sub button, see if you have a Prime sub ready to go, we'd really appreciate the.
No, I don't accept prime subs. I only
Chrono just wants to die. Okay.
You know what? I respect it. He was out of mana and out of mangoes. Fuck it.
Wait,
Die.
who donated 500 quid? Oh, you mean
That was
the
the-
other week? Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
Actually.
Nice jump, Alistair.
When I was like,
Regislive just
thanks for the
resubbed
donut,
for
and
8
someone was like,
months.
you just
Flax
got 500
keepers.
quid. I was like, what? Myers might hit 6 and just kill
I think when
Hellboy
people
here.
donate, they know it's not going to be a big
You'd
deal.
hope so. This is not going to be worth it, but something compels me.
I was
Did
a
you see
little
the-
bit. I was a little bit gutted on my first month sub when you completely ignored it. But you know, I've learned my lessons.
Yeah, now you know. Hellboy's just dying.
Hellboy
here.
it's a real bad name for him. Couldn't be much worse.
This Heartstopper Aura is I understand why Greg doesn't like it now. This is brutal.
it's pretty brutal.
Well, I mean, when you're playing as a Primal Beast, it's not his strongest suit.
Primal Beast is gonna go get the bounty runes. That's what Hellboy's been reduced to. He's done alright in terms of last hits. He's gonna come bot and gank.
Yeah,
This is a good play.
So he can kill. I mean, this is what I would be doing.
The issue
It
is,
looks like
I
someone
think they
knows something.
seed him, or I think they
Oh,
just
maybe
happened
not.
to fall back.
Help! Help, Hellboy! Services are required. Here he comes! Oh, this is great. Slam! Just slam him! Run!
Myers might. Oh, I think that's early. That's early.
That's a classic Myers play.
Myers dog
That is a
shit.
classic Myers claim.
So dog
And now
shit.
he's TP'd bot, so Hellboy can TP mid and farm like 6
Oh,
waves.
this is good plays from the Hellboy. But now it's Jake
No,
has
actually,
just come
Jake
in.
has turned up.
Oh shit! Myers is now.
Yes, lads.
Is Myers in trouble?
Uh,
No, Epic Doom is also and no mangoes on him, so he will be fine. Just a classic lane swap. You know what, this Weaver has not suffered as badly as I thought he would, but we are approaching the 6 on Brood, and that's where shit really gets real.
I think Chrono has been a great help. Chrono is dead.
can you stick your
Chrono is
babies
dead, but
on the? On the courier too. Click
Oh my
it.
God, Marco needs to deal with this thing. That was close.
NPR, look out! Scotland, wee.
Hellboy killed Jake. That's a double
did he?
death for Jake.
Yeah, well, he's a
So
level
what if
7
I'm
mid.
dog shit? Should be the command that Jake uses for that voice line. So what if I'm dog shit? Pyrion, I'm trying to have fun playing a game with my 12 kids. I've got 12 babies to worry about, Pyrion. Not a game of Dota like you sitting at home all day playing fucking video games. Sorry, Jake. Fucking hell, he's rude.
Yeah,
I mean, Jake is more invested than you. He's got Katie involved.
Yeah.
He's gonna get the kids involved soon enough.
Excellent Rags impression. Nah, Rags is a bit more like that. He's like, come on, Pyrion, what are you talking about? There's nothing like that, mate. What a bit
Radiant's middle tower
just a
is
bit
under
deeper.
attack.
Jake goes a little higher.
Does Rags have 17 children? Very good.
No, he doesn't. I think Rags has. I want to say. I know he's got at least one. I think he's got 2.
How many does Hugh have? Is Hugh 2 kids?
Hugh?
Yeah.
Who's Hugh?
Hugh,
H-U-E? Hugh G.
Yeah.
Rection?
I think he's got 2.
I thought you were trying to do real names there for a second. I was going to say.
God, no. I don't like real names.
He's got 4 kids.
Hugh has 4 kids, Christ.
Just a virile lad.
Well, or just, doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, he could be.
Myers is dead.
Myers
He
is dead.
could be rich. I mean, 4 kids must be pretty expensive, though.
Oh, it's expensive.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
If you don't feed him, not certain, so.
Le bête primal avec le rune d'invis.
Oh, he's coming. Oh,
But
Lord,
they have a sentry down to
Yes,
see him.
sentry, yeah.
He is in range of it now. He will be spotted. They have been. I'm assuming these are sentries of incidental to try and find ward stuff, but in all games tonight, I think I've seen invis rotations fail because supports have been good at putting down sentries in these weird spots. Meanwhile, Jake is sadly farming John.
Eri, you managed to sicken me occasionally. Top comer, that lad. You alright?
Top comer.
Disgusting.
I mean, Eri does sort of switch between
being a normal human and being good.
Yeah, but like he's not like a normal human in that way. Either. He's like, hello, the sort of like James May style.
He does an impression of a normal human from time to time.
Yeah. But then, I mean, I heard Eri refer to someone going for a pee as having a slash. I thought
that's not unusual.
That's the most un-Eri way of putting it.
Yes, that is a very un-Eri way of putting it. You're right. Oh,
Like,
Jazz
I
hands.
expect that from like a lad at like a football ground, not Eric.
Right.
Trouble for Hellboy.
He
It
did.
did actually matter. It
Wow.
did actually matter that he missed that stun.
Yeah, that really did.
That is unfortunate.
Thank you for the cheer. That's 2 cans of Magners.
Well, Magnus a dollar.
Well, if you get a 4-pack, it's just over £4.
Is it? That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's a
Inflation not apparently affected Magnus.
to be sure. Oh well.
And this is a dead man.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Glad died very quickly. Holy shit. What does he have? 700 health, 860.
800. He even
Nice
bothered to
job,
get treads, which I think is not
Red
normal Weaver
0
behavior. Normally you
underscore
go no
just
boots
subbed
and
for
fast
79
maelstrom.
months.
So he did
Apologies.
try and
Will
stat
up my
up a bit,
gift
but
sub
not
game
enough.
in future.
What?
The guy who gave you
Oh.
5 subs has just apologised for not giving you more. We've been
He's
successful.
not even got a tier 3 sub as well. I mean,
Just want to point out, this is my, I hesitate to say colleagues,
3
because I
cans of
don't pay them.
Magners.
Thank you, bro.
I don't exactly know what we are.
Mates. I consider you mates.
Well,
I might be wrong. I would consider you mates.
well,
Alright,
Well, no one was saying anything, so...
acquaintances.
Acquaintances.
When people ask me who I play games with, I say just some mates of mine. So maybe I should say just some weirdos.
Just
I
some
know.
acquaintances,
Some
and
vague acquaintances, not anyone important. Oh dear.
Fucking damage. And now Jake is deed. He's got his ulti leveled though, so I hope someone on his team is willing to come down here and help.
Here comes Myers.
He's ulted a fucking Skelly!
Did
Hellboy
he?
ulted a skeleton.
Waste of an ult.
Did he?
Yeah.
He got the kill on him, but... Wait,
Epic dude
so
running
Myers
fast.
ulted a Skelly? Did he actually?
No, Hellboy ulted
Oh.
a Skelly.
Oh, the
It's a big
ravage.
ravage.
Stolen by Dendy. Are you kidding me?
Myers has a Q up though.
Here comes Viticus. He's used cogs.
Focus the tide!
Tied down.
Oh! Tip!
Hellboy's gonna be fine. Oh no, short charge. He had longer to charge that. Regardless, he's fine.
Oh, in comes Chrono.
Oh.
Has Tombstone. Let's go, boys.
Oh.
These stuns from Jazz Hands. Uninstall the game!
Oh, the
They get
stun
the-
though.
Hellboy's
that
out mana.
was huge.
Oh,
the
the silence
stun.
afterwards.
Oh, that's big.
Oh, and Mike's
Oh
gonna
my
live.
god!
Oh my.
Woo! Barracore!
Paracord, don't fuck about.
So,
Nice
what
job,
if I
Alistair.
swagger?
Chronotron who just resubbed for 1 month.
Can I just say, this is the same Barracore who I remember when he first started the in-houses was like a default L. He was
Where's
like...
where's his
Nice
earth-shaking
job,
clip?
Alistair.
That is one of my favourite
Beatles
clips of all
232
time.
just resubbed for 22 months.
I can still picture the casting, not picture, hear the casting in my head. Hear the plague laugh.
Well, that was on... I think he went on Zoe, didn't he? He went on a win... a win
It was definitely
went on a win.
winner.
Yeah.
Don't remember who it was. Oh,
Might
there's
be
a hook
Rebel.
again. Yeah, it was. I think you're right. It was Rebel.
The 60p slam, that's right. Once this fight is over, we'll watch it. The fight is over.
This game also had the Sarah Beth clip where she dies down.
Don't worry, Barracore's on his way.
Some games are just magic. Just pure magic.
I think that was actually right after this happened.
late.
Yeah, it
The
was.
Sarah Beth is really low. And I can...
Yeah, it's literally directly after this stuff.
What a game.
No.
Well, see, the Radiant are kind of muscling up in the bot lane. They just
What
make
was
space
that?
for their brood,
There's
right?
one I can remember where Plague was like, "Oh, he's fucked it!" I remember that really well, but I can't remember what it was that he had fucked.
Oh, it's Sarah away. This is the one. This was literally right after. It was actually like 2 seconds.
Sarah
after.
away! Well, what was the... Oh, he's fucked it from Plague. I can't remember.
Might have been Wogan doing something? Like
You were like-
Wogan on Void Spirit
Oh.
dying mid or something?
It was like a big pause, then you went, "Oh, he's fucked it!" And it was like super... Oh, no, it was Naga Siren after the song. He sang, got up close to the Earthshaker, and he fucked it. He did the he did the split before he turned off song. So he did the skadoosh, whatever it's called, and then Earthshaker just totem smashed and killed him. I can't remember what that clip was, but it's where you go, oh, he's fucked it! Like, you're so happy. If anyone can find it, let me know.
Tango's is up there for all time in-house clips.
It was Weebs. It was Weebs. It was Weebs Naga. Yes, NZ. It was Weebs Naga.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They don't make clips like Tango's very often.
No. We need some more absolute...
I mean, that was like sort of early days in-house. You're never going to get that ever again.
No. Well, unless we get some more goobs in.
Well, I mean... It's not happening, is it?
We could. It's possible.
We're gonna have to source from NA.
Well, EG just dropped their team, so we can grab all of those.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Enthused sounds so young and full of hope in this clip.
I mean, this was 20.
He's waiting for.
Maybe.
All right, let's listen.
I'm gonna need to take a pee and get more cider.
He is waiting for Nice to figure out how to give him tangos. This is taking a moment.
Full of hope. And how the world grinds.
He's thinking really hard. Still hasn't given him tangos. Control click says
I think that was maybe.
He's given him all. He's given him 9 tangos. That's not working, Nice.
Might have been that early.
Stop. Stop. Please. Oh, that was when I was wet ass pussy. Control. Hold down control. It's work. Give him another one. Yep, one more time, Nice. He's giving him the stack again! He's giving him the stack again! This cannot be real! Alright, he's done it. Oh, magic. Magic stuff from the goobs.
Legube.
Nice having an absolute mare finding out how Lotus Orb works. I don't remember this.
I think I remember this one actually.
Is this the finger?
Oh, not big trouble here.
I guess not.
Oh, hello.
Any damage?
Oh, so not only does he lion stun the Lotus Orb, stunning 2 of his team.
Hello. Any damage?
Is there a fight happening?
Magic
there is a fight.
Yeah, there was a fight. Mars
there's a Ravage. It's on 4.
It's only the rating's gone down though. And Brood's coming in.
Oh shit.
Bells, Jake.
Quick, focus Epic Doom.
They got him.
Yes.
Vinicius is just insane.
Vinicius.
I'm thinking of the fucking footballer. Yeah, sorry.
Vinicus Jr.
I mean, my absolute favourite clip is the bonks like lion skillboard one, just because of how perfectly it cuts off.
It does cut off very well.
It's so funny.
This is tragic. This is from Stannis. I don't remember. This is tragic.
Oh no, I do remember that. I was so depressed that day.
Oh, this is tragic!
Your voice is so different. That's astonishing.
Oh, this is tragic!
It must have been a different mic. I can't imagine my voice.
This is tragic! He sound almost.
He could have just decrept the Ursa, right? Like.
There must have been something that happened in that game that led me to that point, because that's I haven't.
You've suffered something. You've suffered something.
That's real desperation.
Riley, no.
I imagine. Do you know
so
what, Play? That's probably the beginning of game 2, because you know the hell of realizing that it's only game 2.
Let's have a look at this. This is Riley Magic. I think this is the Bloodseeker. Brandon Micebot Jacobs needs to banish himself. He can't. He's somebody get away from Clement. Cock is so low. He's going after He's going on a blade mail. He's brought back. They get NZ Fex. Grubsy is very low. Cock's going. He wants them all. He's going after Grubsy. He gets it.
I laughed so hard at that, I remember.
Magic. Just Riley magic.
Head, that was you on the pug.
Yeah, that was Ashwin on Ursa and Ted on Pugner. That was an actual game of Dota. It wasn't in-house.
Oh.
What?
Yeah. Did you not realise?
No.
That's what I was saying. I was saying you've actually gone through hell that game, Ashwin.
Yeah.
Like you yourself. But
I mean,
Yeah, but
it
it must have been a bad whatever game before. It must have been real bad.
Wow, this is over.
I mean, this Necro is. Well, the Necro and Brood are just unstoppable, right? They have no actual counters.
Fucking Lizard is going to be delighted. The Bosnian genius, or whatever he calls NPR. Cacophony of errors.
Can you see how old the clip is?
Yeah, it's 2 years.
Just 2 years.
2 years. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
What is this? Cacophony of errors? Is that the one you're talking about?
No, he's trying to look up when the This Is Tragic game was and what happened.
Cacophony of errors. Let's have a look.
I've only had 52 games. So.
This is
actually okay. No, Kyle.
I can hear my fan going. So this was in summer.
No. Why would you just reveal your vision? Okay, Kyle, you are simply catastrophic at this game.
Oh,
no!
You're joking.
Oh my god! He's dead, guys! Wow, Spetsky is now following. Spetsky's a blast from the past. Single worst play ever seen. Let's have a look. Baron, no. Alright, let's have a look at this.
What are the other heroes?
You can't just turn up. Let me know if something happens. They got Roche, alright. For the in-houses, think of the great burden you are to your team. Now he's just dying to creeps. Oh, this was magic. Baron literally dies to creeps.
His ward keeps getting out of range of all the other wards. And he's dying to creeps still. The creeps are just clicking.
The creeps are actually gonna kill him here.
He's dead.
Are you kidding me? That might be the worst. That is so poor.
Found the game. How
have you found it?
I did. But I kind of want to know what happened in the game before.
Oh, Ravage top lane on 3.
Yeah, I'm watching.
There goes the Primal Beast. But this is only the Aegis on Brood. Instantly cancels the Primal ult.
He's still alive. He's life-stealing.
He's life-stealing.
They'll waste a lot of time on this. They get Jazz hands.
Though. They can reset and go again. Their respawns are not that long, and they killed off Myers, which is their main form of like healing on Radiant.
Yeah, yeah.
So any chip damage they're taking from this little Weaver poking at them is permanent.
Oh, here goes Hellboy! Well, that's a life.
There's the ulti. I think it's just 5 seconds too early to go in, you know. Why do that when your team is about to?
Yeah, I mean, why not just wait? And now he's bought back.
Well, this is their one chance, right? They can get on top of Jake or an NPR, and they can maybe do something.
Or not.
Oh,
Jazz
hands. You've got to stop playing this hero, bud.
Here comes Hellboy. He's in.
He's missed.
And it's not gone well.
Great Fact is down. He's dead. Barracool goes down, but it was worth it.
Is down to Epic Doom is struggling. Vinicius Jr. struggles.
You know what? It's like Redless is in the game.
And there's trouble for the Weaver.
I feel so bad because Red actually played well that game, but he did not hit a single fucking hook.
No, he didn't.
Did Red play well?
He played. You weren't in this game, I don't think, Ashwin. But
he did some good stuff, but it was just like he did like so many bad hooks, and it was like, all right, cheers for picking Brood, lads. Oh, sad.
I mean, you guys picked picked Weaver. You've only really got yourself to blame.
They fucking pick Weaver, they're blue and about the Brood. Fuck off.
Savage LVP for
It wasn't like it was a last pick Brood. It was a second pick Brood. They had plenty of time.
So yeah, Savage LVP for being a big fucking baby about his dog shit hero losing the game. How about that? There we go.
Many scores are fucking
MVP
tragic. Look at
MPR
Chrono's
for
score.
not dying and making the enemy team sad. Honourable. I'm going to actually say MVP Myers as well.
I think MVP Myers, yeah. He,
no, wait. I'm saying MVP Myers and MPR because MPR not only did well and didn't die, but also made the enemy team blue about it and be like, oh, well done, you picked blue. So that can fuck off. They picked Primal Beast and they picked Undying, two very strong heroes. And they just cunted it by picking Jazz Hands Nyx, which was one of the worst Nyxes I've ever seen.
Jazz Hands has had
it out with a Weaver.
Jazz Hands has had some impressive performance recently. He was the genesis of an in-house week entirely being cancelled. And then he turns up and loses his lane on Ursa against two melee heroes, and then he turns up on Nyx and misses every stun. So I reckon we're in for a... I'm going to look forward to Jazz Hands' future performances.
Can we please update the command of the list of players I won't play with? I'm just putting Jazz Hands on there now. I just want to put
he's definitely already on there.
I don't think I play with him.
He's already on there. He's already on there as Jizz Hands.
Jizz Hands.
I remember I changed
Jizz Hands. All right, thank you. Very well done. All right, lads, thank you so much for this week's In-Houses. Let's root for England tomorrow in the football.
Come on, England.
Let's go. I can't wait. All right, if you guys are around tomorrow for Dotes, let me know. I'll be about. Anyway,
will do.
Cheers for the In-Houses. Peace out, chaps. And thank you to Eri for organising these, as ever. And thank you, of course, to all of you that took part. I can't name you because I can't remember 30 names. Or it was actually slightly less than that. Obviously, we did do it on an unusual night because tomorrow it's the World Cup and tomorrow is the England game. I am also away next week. I'm in Bristol. But I'm not working on Tuesday. I don't think I'm on any Jingle Jam streams. So I might still do the In-Houses. But if everyone's going to the pub, I can't be asked. I'll just go to the pub. So we'll see. But I'll see you guys soon. Cheers for watching. Take it easy. Peace out.